Hello, Internet.
Just flickered.
Yeah, I saw it.
Hello,
Megan's ghost is friends.
Our bodies are ready.
I have been replaced by AI.
The ship that we commandeered has been rechristened as the Malapert Lark.
Oh yeah, I did write that down.
Oh, Malapert.
Malapert.
The Malort Lark.
So I think I was just going over.
That's going to be the next one.
There's probably going to be a wedding next
The
week.
thick Malort Lark. Oh, coming out strong.
Jenny and
I love how
Ricardo
it was
have
in
to go
stereo. That was my
build
favorite
the houses again, or finish the houses, I guess.
Oh,
No.
Jenny just used magic to finish the rest of the houses.
Yeah. Because the other houses don't need to be
Special.
hand built.
Yeah.
Thick Lord is.
They're not
The
special.
answer is stop talking.
My husband and his family didn't grow up in those houses.
Shut up and eat your
Okay,
drink.
so you were
They should
making
be
houses
prefab.
with powers. There was like doors you wanted to build, so Marcus helped build the doors.
Yeah, Marcus needed to contribute to the house, so we had him build the door.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Fucking
made
door frame,
wedding
that shit is
outfits for you
awesome.
guys.
Yeah, you fucking handcrafted a door frame.
I think was there runes like etched into the outside of
Yeah.
it for some reason or another? I don't remember what
Yeah,
that was
everyone did something to mark on the house.
Mine's a secret.
But like, other than us like preparing things,
Not to you, but like.
Jimena actually went to her house and did some science. Apparently,
Science?
I don't know if we know what happened with the science, but it happened.
Yeah, there's a lab.
Yeah, I don't know.
You've inherited a very skittish lab assistant.
It's very Yzma and
Oh, that's
Kronk.
right. I stole your nephew.
Yeah, I stole my nephew, and
Yeah.
now he's your drunk.
And now he's my Kronk.
Bet you never
got a new
expected
one.
this. Ah!
Pull the lever, Kronk.
So
That's right.
Yeah, like that's pretty much it though. Like all that stuff happened. Things were built. Like bombs were made. I guess I was making.
Oh, that's
clothes
right. I was
that's what I do.
doing shit with the weird daggers.
Yep.
Because they stab you in the soul.
Yes,
You
there's
made-
the daggers that Jenny was like, not that fucking shit.
Yeah.
And they drag you to
Basically,
hell. I wrote that down.
These things can send you to Legion, even if you're good. If you're a good
They
Vatican.
send you
Even
down
if you
to
don't believe
Legion
in
by
it.
force.
Ah.
And then I wrote in parentheses, "It's quite evil, IMO."
Yeah.
Marcus doesn't like that at all.
Yeah.
Nobody
Thank you.
does. None of us were.
I got stabbed with one. I definitely don't like it.
I think Jimena
yeah.
did too at one point.
Yeah.
She got like grazed with it.
Jenya made put two and two together that the real pain she felt when she got stabbed with it is that she's not used to that usual Vatican guilt.
Yeah.
And it stabbed her.
Yeah.
It's a fucking Morgul blade. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Basically.
So,
I'm
yeah,
not
the day
that
of priest
flaky.
ended with the knock on the door. The acolyte collapsed in front of the door and said, "Help, Bendon is possibly dying or dead." So, that's it. That's where we are. It's like midnight or something.
Yeah,
Yep.
Wait, that means I'm asleep.
you are.
Oh, wait, are we starting?
I don't know, are we?
Everyone roll a d10.
I got a 4.
I got a 2.
6.
Mate kudasai. Amanda, roll a d10.
I got a rock.
7.
Cool.
That doesn't delete.
4.
All right, Rabbit, you get a hero point.
Yay.
Hang on to that.
Smell them?
Damn.
Oh yeah, can.
Damn, son.
Damn, son.
Back in the game, son.
So, like, how loud did this guy knock? Is it like police knock or just like regular?
It was. No, I wouldn't say so because
I'm the one who knocks.
that acolyte is at the
Pencil.
Death's door.
I'm
at the
sure
end
you
of
do
his
it.
strength. So,
Okay.
I already
Well,
stole
then I
one.
don't wake up.
Is Jenya here?
Yeah, Jenya's here.
Okay.
I mean,
Everybody's in the
everyone
house.
came
They're all
back.
having sort of a good time.
Well, we were.
Yep.
All right, cool.
That was
So-
our first mistake.
Oh yeah,
Good times are
because
not
we
allowed to
we
laugh.
stacked on the door like a reverse SWAT team.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. I think you went around from memory.
Yeah.
Yeah, you went around the front.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
sort of
'cause I-
circled
yeah,
around
'cause I
because you were like, we're
I
gonna.
don't trust no motherfuckers coming around. Yeah. So we grab him, pull him inside.
Computer, stop timer. Pass that to your husband.
Okay.
And the answer on that one is safe.
Yeah, bring him inside. That acolyte is
Awesome.
bleeding profusely on your floor.
I'm sure Zhenya's already trying to eat some of that.
Who is this? Do I recognize the person? Should I roll something?
Two of you might.
Me?
You've actually.
But I'm asleep.
That's right. You're not here. Haha. So your knowledge is wasted.
Yeah. I don't know. Wake up my hat or something. My hat might know stuff.
You feel your nightcap tremble.
Yeah. your hat only makes you sleep more confidently. Yeah, you've seen him in and around Mazabi's retinue. Like usually, like the few times where you went, you know, like in the rooms under the church.
I will
where you
take
went with-
a point of his pain so that he may speak properly, but not cripple me.
Yeah, that's right. Because you're still fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh,
I will also. Marcus will, if he's injured, Marcus will like get down there and start trying to like tend to his wounds.
Sure.
And I'd like to use one of my things.
Yeah.
Just a soothing balm. Your touch can ease pain and fear. So I can. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't heal him. I can't make him. I can't. It's not lay on hands, but it is. It's lay on aspirin.
Yeah. You have warfare,
The
right?
stones are
I do have
gonna
warfare.
be
Yes.
Roll me wits and warfare.
Wits and warfare.
Because
Okay.
I will surmise that whatever knowledge you have was gained on the battlefield. So
Yes.
you probably have some rudimentary knowledge as a battlefield medic.
Yeah, for
So-
sure.
I cast about to help and just hold up an axe. I'm like, if he needs a limb taken off, I've done that before.
Something
The
else is necessary.
problem seems to be
Okay.
in the.
15.
It seems to be more in the gut area. And in the fact that before Zhenya took a wound, like he basically had his arm wrapped around him because he was holding the goods.
Oh, broke.
So that gives me a dramatic, right? Or does it give me just a dot?
It will give you a dramatic.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's what
6 races.
perfect.
Okay.
Between the two of you, she takes a dramatic. You go and wrap the bandages. Acolyte is conscious, slightly delirious a bit from your touch because he was in excruciating pain and now he isn't so much, and so it gives like a little bit of a. Oh.
I
He's
look for
nice.
Xavier.
Yeah, he's around. You see him like pop by the gatehouse, having done like a full circle of it, and he loops into the house and he's like, nobody followed.
Okay, all right. Yeah. All right, let's question this fool. He's coherent and no longer dying. So,
Yes.
spill the beans.
You get a very faint thank you. His voice cracks a little bit, and then he says, "The Inquisition has responded to Father Mazabi's."
That one is mine, understand.
Am I continuing?
I was coming around to everybody.
Oh.
I appreciate everyone trying to pass. I was trying not to.
I was about to pass one down, and I was immediately directed. No, this one stays right here.
We're trying to help you.
Yeah.
You were
I know, no.
you were being rescued. Please do not resist.
So the jam is the car orange jam from my backyard,
Ada.
and I made lemon curd.
The jam is part of the Qatar Empire.
War.
War. You want some? Oh, no, you can go first. You can wait.
Yeah, he, in between a couple ragged breaths, says the Inquisition has decided to remove Father Mazabi's movement within the Inquisition itself before he can gain more momentum. This is a direct response to all the placards and statements made in the city about rooting out Inquisition corruption. Suddenly, some of our members turned on us There's a rift. It's a bloodbath. I don't know where Father Mazabi is. Elohim dragged him further into the complex while they were fending attackers. There's allied inquisitors from out of the country
As
that
soon
were
as-
here to talk to Mazabi, and they are also missing.
Halfway through that sentence, I head upstairs and I start pounding on Marlena's door.
Leandro shoots into bed. He doesn't yell, but his eyes are like wide fucking open as the door pounds, and he almost like falls out of bed, and he has a knife in his hands.
Somebody's got some PTSD. I'm like, blink, blink,
It
blink.
takes him a couple of seconds, and then
Something's the matter.
Yep.
We're not getting much sleep tonight.
Well, speak for yourself. I had at least 5 hours. But what's happening?
Right. I did
Start to like get dressed already.
I'm spending a hero point, and I will turn into the dire wolf so I can find him faster.
All right.
As I come down the stairs, I'm like, we'll put Marlena on the back of you. And the two of you will have the best odds.
We're continuing the trend. At every session, Marlena rides one of you.
Apparently, and even when you're not.
I think it was Reto last time.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, we're a turret.
Something like that.
Yeah. Kind of a siege tower situation.
Master Blaster.
I get you to the
Yeah,
wall and
Master
you
Blaster.
just start wrecking shit. Yeah.
Jimena, you're privy to all of this too. Being in and around the hearth. Leandro asks you if
You just sit up.
yep. Just gonna replenish your energy.
Oh, I didn't turn off the oven.
Don't leave the gas on.
Yeah, I did.
Jimena, do you want to? You're close to the acolyte. I'll let you roll a wit scholarship.
Okay. Move my plate out of the way.
Thank you, Lisa. These are very, very tasty.
Yeah.
Little column A, little column B.
Now I'll light one of them on fire and blow it out.
I was gonna sing at you, but we're recording.
This is a simple song. It isn't very long. Happy birthday.
Haha, dodged.
I was wondering
I'll still
how.
sing anyway.
I was wondering if they had a song for that at the beer hall last night, but I forgot to ask.
No.
I want no Sprite, please.
All right.
How much I use my words?
Yep.
Mostly because there's no way for me to indicate what I actually want from there. Even though I have to admit it.
After I sit down.
Yeah, because that's when I ask you things. You're comfortable. Now I have to ask you.
Consolidating my trips. Don't be ridiculous.
Oh, that's just...
Get your steps in, house imp. 5. It doesn't take you much checking while they're working on the wounds and bandaging them. These wounds look consistent with the weapons you've studied.
Oh, fuck.
Uh-oh.
Of course they do.
And then it's like, I have bad news.
Xenia cocks her little dog head,
It's like,
or her giant dog head.
Right?
like they use the scary knives.
Low, angry growl.
I look towards the corner. I go, Evine, get your cat.
Get the cat.
That's we're all rolling out.
In the back of your head, Rethel, you hear, you don't need to go through her.
Nope.
Oh no.
Halfway, as soon as I hear the you,
The voice cuts.
and I just sort of say to the space, I'm like, I'd rather not.
From the backyard, you hear like the tiniest little meow.
I'd like to maintain a respectful working relationship.
Is that who I met today?
What was that?
Is that who I met today?
I think
I
so.
sent the video of the cat.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Could be.
No, that cat looked too healthy and too young. This is not the same cat.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, but it's the literal Kate Sid.
Yeah, that it's that cat is old and pretty ravenous. They fed the cat multiple people at this point.
Oh, it's the cat from Marvel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but Ratchet.
Ratchet.
Yeah, Goose
the,
looks like a healthy young lad.
the
but
cat
it's
just slinks inside.
like, ugh. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
The door is not. It didn't open the door, but it
Yeah.
It's
No, I know.
inside.
Yeah.
and it just sits like right by the earth.
See, I'm not scared
And its
of.
tail is just like swishing.
I'm not scared of. I'm not scared of the Vatican bullshit. I'm not scared of Legion, but that motherfucker. I'm gonna watch out for him.
You get a little weirded out by my shit too.
I don't like it either. I
Well,
can't
well,
do
because
anything
I
to this
know,
cat.
because I have a context for yours, and this, so that makes sense. Actually, yeah, these are things I'm like, no, I know these are bad.
Even in your head, the gravelly voice is like, "I don't think your friend likes us hanging out."
It's funny though.
Can I have that pen?
Yeah.
I think he'll appreciate that.
The cat makes a noise that sounds like a laugh. Maybe it coughed or something, but it sounds like a little cackle.
Weirdly traumatic.
Jenny's like, I like
So,
Yeah, I bet.
so would outwardly, would you just see both Evine and the cat shadow thing be like,
You're just like giggling together.
Oh,
Two
okay.
fucking anime girls in the corner with their little teeths hanging.
Yep. As they giggle, the cat sort of rubs against Evine's boots.
Well, yeah, but none of us can see it, so.
Well, boots are cursed now.
And that the thing is cursed.
This is best curse. It helps.
No, I may or may not have said previously, I'm happy it's on our side. That's the best compliment I can give.
In your head,
So-
Jenya, you hear, well, if they want to drag things to Legion, I'll drag them somewhere else.
I mean, that's what
I
I
will
was
help.
thinking right now.
I mean, Rethel doesn't say it, but I'm sure anyone can intuit that I'm like, if you're a shitbag enough that you can force people to Legion, you don't deserve to even go there.
Yeah, basically. All right. You assemble your little war party. Who else do you bring with you? Leandro will stay home to watch the home front. Xavier is at home as well, just in case people have managed to follow the trail of blood up here.
I think minimum squad should be sufficient. I doubt they have a large enough force that we would need to bring more boots.
I mean, I kind of feel like the more numbers they have, the better you guys do. Like, that seems to be how it works.
We can handle an army on our
I
own.
am the brute squad.
But
You are.
you know, when it gets to a certain number, it's just mitigating at a certain point. So
Yeah.
Well, I can't tell Kasha what to do, so I'm already a wolf and he can figure himself out.
Ricardo's already dressed. Especially since you're battered at this point, he's gonna be there for support.
I've only got 2 dramatic wounds, I'm fine.
I know. This is the man you will marry.
Yeah, that's so much worse.
Yeah, you need to get that third one, and then all
Neither-
your tens explode.
Yeah.
This is the man you will marry, and neither of you is the house spouse. So that's
Yeah. This will be fun.
yeah.
We'll have to hire Augustine to keep our house.
And we'll be back.
We'll be fine. Xavier and I have it, and Augustina comes in with
Meat cleaver?
a monster of a cleaver, and she's like, "And me."
Rodrigo's here too.
Yeah, that's right. Rodrigo is roused.
And sober.
They get a good B party. The brothers will also stay here with
better not be
Veronica.
We need him on his A game.
That's why he's sober.
He's
No.
sober.
Was he a drunken master now?
He's been working on this because his cousin gave him the I'm worried about you, man. Talk. So he's been working it out. It looks a little pale, but he's good.
The East Side intervention.
It looks a little pale, but he's probably gained like 5 pounds because that boy is
Worry
being
about
fed
What about your way?
like nobody's
Sorry.
business.
Good.
You wouldn't do
Marcus,
well
are
in
you
prison.
indicating to your folks to
You're too pretty.
hold that base camp?
Oh yeah,
as
yeah.
well?
No, Marcus is obviously he's got his sword already, and he tells his boys to stay behind.
When Jimena talks about like, yeah, that man got stabbed with those knives, like
Yep. No.
your nephew looks like he makes a face like he's seen like from back in Iceland. Like he looks like whatever he did with Jimena yesterday has scared him shitless.
Yep.
And he's like,
No, you stay here.
okay, well we'll be around and we'll hold the fort. And then he gets like a bump like on his back as far as like stay straight. Don't be a disgrace.
I need you to make sure that the house is safe.
We need to start doing drills where we trade who gets hit because getting stabbed with one just hurts like hell.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
But getting killed, that's the bad part. So we need to learn to trade.
Getting stabbed with one does not just hurt like hell. It feels like your soul is being torn out of your body.
Yeah, but it doesn't kill you. The kill you part is where you get the don't go to you go
Usually,
to the
I
bad
am
place.
trying to avoid dying.
Oh yeah,
I'm
no,
at
I
home.
okay.
I've
Never
had to
mind.
regrow half of my body before. I have never found anything
I'm
like
glad to
this.
contribute to the tactical acumen of the party. Lead the way. And I just sort of stand outside.
Rattel was like, there's an extra bad. He's like, y'all are scared of dying. I'm not. Like when I die, I'm gonna go have beer and.
I mean, my afterlife's kind of dope, so I don't know.
But I
Yeah.
mean, if this knife was going to go take you to some place that's not Valhalla, that sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I'm
That
like
sucks.
avoid
So
at all
Rattel is
costs.
like- it's like regular death is fine.
Yeah.
All right, you hit the pavement. You actually, if you follow the scent, Genia, you can actually follow the trail of blood
Yeah.
first fairly easily. You actually pass in front of Marilena's shop as you take the side streets and get to the old church.
How's my shop look? I mean,
Shop
nobody's
is
done
fine.
anything with it, right? Okay.
Your shop is fine. You arrive at the old church where you've met Mazabi before, and it's deathly quiet. There's not a lantern in sight. The entire church is plunged into darkness.
Hey man, no. The entire church is plunged into darkness.
Roll me a wit notice.
What's the lowest thing?
The torches and candles burst to life. The stained glass windows illuminated from within, and
Yeah, anything that. Because anything that still had. Like, any amount of, like, ember still on it, she can reignite. So.
Yep.
so maybe not the candles, but definitely the sconces.
Yeah.
No tens, rude.
Oh, oops! I didn't change. There we go. Whatever, it's fine.
TV, are you following this group? Are you taking an alternate path? It's kind of your playground right now.
And we
because
never
that
know
church
where
is in
you
the
are.
dark.
Quantum shadows.
Rude.
Yep.
I rerolled a die and it just gave me the same
That's
shit.
on island.
All right.
6.
6.
Yeah.
You try to pick Mazabi's smell, and as you arrive to the church, you can't pick it up because what assault your senses is blood. Like metallic, You smell blood. You smell ash. It's death.
There's that like rubbing of her nose with her paw
I'm
and
like,
whining.
so I'm good with us going in here, but it just occurred to me, why are we following the blood trail if we have someone that can track or find Munzabi explicitly?
That's been a while. I forgot what I can do. I have something of him that I can use. I can find something here, right?
Yep.
But that makes it easier.
Or Tony remembers that we're all thread connected,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
so you might be able to line through there.
It's true. Okay. Let's see. How does my thing work? I have to roll with empathy. Okay. So yes, I'm gonna try to see. Well, first of all, if he's still alive, and if so, I'm gonna find him, or at least be able to track him.
Or Jenya's girlfriend.
Eloise?
Is a boy.
Oh. I thought I heard her wife, and I was like, oh, that's cool. All right. I
No,
thought it was a dude.
Elohim has a wife.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
She's very far away.
He has a wife. The wife is very far away. Got it.
His wife is still in the Crescent Empire.
I mean, he would still be hot if he was a shade. It just doesn't change anything. It's still hot.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm doing that. I don't know what the rest of you are doing, but I've got math to do for a second here. 2, 3.
Well, the lights are on, so if you want to take a peek inside now, like the doors are creaked ajar. So while Marlena is focusing, if any of you want to take a peek, roll me wits notice.
Not helpful.
That's what I said.
I got 9.
9. Okay.
That's a lot of 9s. Holy shit.
Contrary to werewolf,
Good luck.
not as
Yeah.
fun.
You know.
Not a problem.
Hell yeah.
11.
11.
There's that double-digit bullshit.
5 again.
5.
I re-rolled and they were lower.
That fucking sucks.
Rude.
That's worse.
8.
8.
So I need a 2 to be so I can make 15.
All right. Mazabi is alive.
Okay, good. He's definitely alive,
He is not in good shape.
but not well.
He's definitely below in the catacombs under the church.
Tight.
Deep. You feel that there is
We have an escalator.
So wait, okay, I can sense direction. Zhenya can
I
figure
can
out
ping the
how we
earth.
can enter from there.
Yep. Do you try to talk to the earth?
I will talk to the earth and lose another hero point.
Yep.
Zhen Wolf starts pawing furiously at the dirt.
Yep. Smell and pawing.
You could have one of mine. I got a bunch.
That would be great.
Actually, you can. Yeah,
you
grants.
you can grant them out.
Well, can you give a hero point so that a different hero can use their hero point ability, or is it just the 3 dice?
No, you can. It's you can. Yeah, you can give it. If you give a hero point for an ability, it's a 1-to-1. You don't get
Cool.
the 3 dice, but you
Okay.
can.
Cool.
You commune with the earth, and you get a sense of the complex underneath the church.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like a beehive to you, like in how like it's going into every direction. You get a sense that the construction is fragile, and that messing with it too much might make the church sink into the ground.
I don't care about the church.
Like some,
Yeah.
well, basically
Yeah.
taking everything with it, right? Like those areas in Paris that sort of threaten to go underground because of the fucking catacombs.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like that. The engineering was probably not the best when these were made. So it feels a little precarious. You can still like mess with it. If you do it on too grand a scale, there's a chance you might bury people.
Right, you don't want to like bury it, the people down there.
Marcus and Jimena, you peek inside. Carnage. There's dead clergymen wearing two different vestments. Some are wearing the traditional red Vatican robes. Some are wearing the black robes of Mazabi's Inquisitor Aquila. And there's people dead like all over the place. There's also like folks that are not wearing vestments that are also dead, strewn over pews. Some pews are cleaved in half. It got messy in here. You can tell that there was probably a service that was happening, and probably half the room suddenly erupted in violence against the other, and probably some attempted coup, right? Evine, you got 11. Further in the back, Evine, way in the back behind the altar where the tunnels, the door to the underground tunnels start, you hear voices. And because you speak every language, you can't hear every word, but you hear the distinctive brogue of Inish. In what sounds like two people having a hushed argument.
Like the other two nights, that would be funny.
Well, is there a way I could get closer without being noticed?
If anyone can.
I wonder, Evine.
I wonder.
You fucking tell me. How about that?
There's a lot of shadows in that church. Yeah. You absolutely can.
I would like to go eavesdrop.
Yep.
And if I don't have to say this when I'm setting my anchor on, so I'm
Yeah, you get the radar ping. You get a sense that Elohim is
there it is in the minimap.
also there because they're so closely connected.
There it is in the minimap.
Yep. Elohim is in worse shape than Mazabi is.
That makes sense.
Elohim's thread is fading.
Question, just because this is a thing that I'm
Yep.
now finding out that my character has.
So I love that.
Marcus has just a kind of a general sense of if there's weird night creature bullshit happening.
Nice.
I doubt that there is, but I wanted to throw that out there to
Well, then
see
it's-
if there's.
I'm like, did it
Bet you there's some very,
I mean,
very upset or very happy
Yeah.
rats. I
That
imagine.
cat fucking flares to you.
oh, okay, well,
Yeah.
just like flashbang. You're like,
Like
oh,
you
in a
peek
weird
and you're
way.
immediately, oh no, made a mistake.
It doesn't read.
oh, you're finally awake.
It doesn't read like the creatures back home. Like it doesn't read like horror. It's like you're pretty sure if you poked your Draconizing on it, it probably wouldn't do anything. But this thing is old and it's from a place you don't want to be at.
Yeah,
Nobody
Fair enough.
wants it bad wrong.
gonna stay away from that cat.
Yeah. As you get that reading, the cat unnervingly like turns to you and looks at you and like scratches an ear.
I don't like that
Another
at
one
all.
for the Fuck That Cat Club.
So
I like that.
I believe that Elohim is even more injured than Mazabi, and he is fading. So we need to decide how to get there right now.
Evine, you get closer, and you hear in Inish a full argument between somebody who's clearly Inish and someone with a slightly different accent, very likely a Highlander. There's a man and a woman. Roll me a wits plus notice again.
Okay.
And you hear the portion of the conversation you're currently hearing about is... Yeah, I know they're down there, but I don't even know if there's any other people in the church. Like, if we go there, we'll get slaughtered. I know that, woman. You don't need to tell me. Our allies are slaughtered up here, like the other Inish priests are just dead. I don't even know these catacombs. For all we know, we're just gonna get lost and we're gonna die of hunger. A female voice is like, well, you got enough packed in that big pot belly of yours. You're probably gonna last at least a couple of weeks.
Aw, they're a couple.
I'm doing maths.
Yep. With an S.
Not one math, but two, because they're British.
Yeah.
Well,
Maths.
that's
And
how we
as
call
we
it
all
in
know,
French
that
as well.
stands for Mathematical Antitelepathic Harfatum Symptom.
Cool. I am putting my feelers through to see the fastest way to get to them
Okay.
without manipulating too much.
You, yeah, you can get feelers pretty easily.
Just running through the roots of things.
Yep. There's existing root systems already through the rocks.
Oh yeah.
It's almost like you got like an illuminated ping.
Yeah.
You have the 3D map in your head. You're like, alright. Because there's a lot of these fucking corridors and some of them like loop around and spin, and so you're like, nope.
I also have direction sense.
You do. So,
So-
you know your way in this
I mean,
complex.
this pretty
Yeah.
much works perfectly. I have like the direction we need to go.
Yeah.
You know how directions work.
Yeah.
It's just, you know.
And what tunnel isn't going to collapse when we walk through it?
Tunnel.
Yep.
No. No
I know
secret
which ones are
tunnels.
dark.
What was that, Amanda?
I know which ones are dark.
Yes.
I'll have to go to 10.
A 10.
A 10? Evine, something in the tone, even hushed, brings distant memory to you, to your hometown in Innismore.
Bless.
Yeah.
Something about that man's voice brings you to a simpler time, and you realize it's
Father?
the priest that was the head of your parish in Innismore, Rory Callahan.
Oh, so Father is correct.
Oh,
You don't know why Father Callahan is here, but he's clearly here. And the lady that he's arguing with is probably his long-suffering wife, Katrina Barclay, who's a Highlander that somehow took a liking to him.
Wink.
This is the priest that baptized you, Evie.
Aw.
And he doesn't remember you because you're not supposed to be known.
oh.
Well,
I don't know. I'm just saying shit.
I can see Mama sitting on the back porch.
Wait, that's not my life.
so yes,
I grew up in Brooklyn.
you know these people, and as you continue to listen to them, they're in paralysis analysis, huddled at the top of the stairs, trying to figure out what their next move is.
I was too focused on waiting for the pause to tell my deep cut joke. What was his name again?
Callahan.
Rory Callahan.
Callahan. Well,
Somebody's vacuuming.
as usual, popping out of nowhere. I don't know if she's
I kind of want this to be the
even
time
visible
when
yet or not.
I walk
She'll
in
just
with
be like,
riding a wolf.
Father Callahan?
You almost get hit.
He's gonna have a
as
heart attack.
a short, bald, pot-bellied, bearded man smashes a small hand hammer into the wall, like next to you. And a tall lady who used to probably have like fiery red hair, you can still see the streaks, but it's turned very gray, like basically like leverages a crossbow towards you. The short man like sort of looks, he has like a little rotund face that's all red above his bushy beard, and he sort of leans towards you and squints. And he grabs you by the collar, and he pulls you down towards him as if to be able to look at you better. And he's like, "Is that you, Squirt?"
Yeah, yes.
He's like, "Look, Cat, it's a Squirt." He's like, "Yeah, I know, I'm not blind." And then she grabs you into like a big bear hug. Rory kind of gets squished between the two of you, and she's like, "God damn it, woman!" And he's like,
Trying to make me into a squirt again.
You get a nice peal of laughter. All of you are sort of hearing. This is not hushed anymore now. There's like a bunch of Inish brogue happening at the back of the church.
I'm gonna go
One of
enter in.
those is EV.
Oh.
And as you approach, you see the scene. A
Don't
short,
worry, they're cool, they're cool.
probably like 5'4", little short bald man with a big bushy beard, wearing Vadachine robes that are probably
Great.
at least a size too small.
Power
Right?
hand.
He's wearing a belt,
Power
and
hand
the
internet.
fabric is
It's like bursting.
the fabric is very well modeling his ample stomach. Right, as he's wearing a belt with a sword in it. And he has like he has like a little hammer with a pick that's like wrapped with leather around his hand. His wife has like a big sword on her back and a crossbow in her hands, and they all look at you like,
I feel like as soon as I get in view of this, I ask, "Is there a way down from here? We need to go."
behind. What, are you here to help
Yes.
Father Mazabi's people?
Yes.
The great white wolf shakes you as in like, I need you off.
Gets off.
And then I stand up as Zhenya.
Weird the ravelry. Is that the phrase? Right? When you come in at the last second?
Rebel
I think
is
the word
what-
you're looking
is
for is
what
cavalry.
Rock says.
Oh, yeah. Cavalry.
I thought that was the horses.
I don't know why. Yeah, they're like the horses. I'm like, no, I'd rather have ships.
we do have. She was riding the wolf for a second, so I guess it's kind of like that.
I could be a horse.
We've
There
seen
are
it
no
happen
horses
before.
in wherever the fuck this place is.
Castile.
Yeah.
Wait, no. Have
There
we
are
ever,
many horses
have
in
we ever
Castile.
seen you as just a horse?
Yes,
Okay.
because you had to tell Ricardo to ride me, and he was like, I don't know about this.
Yeah. You're probably still remembering the
This seems
horse.
inappropriate
Yeah.
It's
somehow.
like, I hope this doesn't awaken anything in you.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is very strong. Like,
Ricardo's
no,
a
it's
horse-
fine because
Ricardo's a horse boy now.
when we went to Ison,
Yeah.
we were renting horses. I was like, we don't need another horse. I'm a horse. Ricardo could just ride my back, and it was very much like,
No.
this is weird.
Unwed.
I know, right?
So
Just got
risque.
Steen for that.
No saddle.
Stay on the horse ranch.
Horse puns.
It's like they have
It's
the
about
house now. Like
sex.
Ricardo hung a lot of portraits of horses in that house.
And then
It's like it's like Ken's Mojo Dojo house in there.
Yeah. It's Mojo
horses
Dojo
everywhere.
Casa House.
Thank you. Yeah.
when your
found this page
when your pirate bow came back, and everyone was like, he's hung like a horse, and I was like, oh, he's also a horse. What?
More horses.
And then don't ask. Please don't talk about this. Oh, but if he is also a horse.
It's like, no, that's not what that means.
Yeah.
I mean,
Don't worry about it, Shane.
Marcus will check the two of them for just to see, like, are they injured? Do they look hurt?
They seem to be doing mostly okay. They got a couple cuts and bruises, but they're not.
Phil! Hey!
she bouncing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, oh.
She's like, I will climb on this chair. Let me be with you.
He says,
I'm small in size. I can occupy your space.
looking at his vestments, Faza, I apologize, I did not catch your name.
Call me Rory.
Faza Rory.
You're like a giant of a man, so he's
Yeah.
like his hand on his hips, and he's like looking at you like.
I feel like
sounds
suddenly
like-
this corridor is way too small.
Yeah. Can you? Were you here when this all happened?
Yeah, these Inquisition snakes came on us. Father Mazabi called us.
Yeah, me too.
They did. What is funny?
Cat is like, I don't know what.
Cat is just like,
Father,
go with it.
you're an Irish priest, Father. You obviously know that joke.
He's like,
You're one of the raunchiest motherfuckers
Cat is
in
like,
the universe.
just go with it. Just makes a face like whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, they started killing our folks left and right. Father Mazabi has called a lot of the allies from within and outside Castile because this is gonna be a standing ground for the new Inquisition. But if we get squashed here,
Hey.
Well,
so needy.
Yeah.
If we get squashed here, it'll all have been for nothing.
dog.
I don't
Stop
mean to be
doing
rude, but my friend is very hurt and he
Yes.
is down there, so you can follow. She knows where they are. I know how to get there. We need to go.
Let's go.
Yes. Let us move.
All right. You follow along some corridors. It gets pretty tight in some spots, Marcus.
Yeah.
You're following behind Rory, and you just watch him just walk about, and then you have to sort of hunch over.
Yeah.
You see his head come below the lanterns that the human had just lit up. And yeah, you go deep. You pass the room where you and Marilena have met with Mazabi before.
I remember that.
There's
The
bodies
whole days.
strewn about everywhere here.
Jeez.
There's some folks that look like they have survived in this spot from both sides. There's probably a handful of survivors in this room, but it's carnage in here as well.
Oh well. Anyone from the other side is no longer surviving.
Yeah, the cat has his access to those.
Yep. If you even give the cat that access, it will meow and start to grab.
Well, I don't want it to get in Jenny's way.
No. We can't have him.
But that was why I deigned to entertain the idea.
The cat will grab somebody by the pants, and you see one of the bodies, you hear some moaning, it's like, no, and it goes,
Fucking cat, man.
and
I do appreciate he's a gentleman about it.
you see the body of a clergyman moaning and protesting. He's too wounded to be able to put up much of a fight, but he gets dragged to the wall, and then it doesn't stop. He just keeps getting dragged, and he just disappeared into the corner of this structure.
Marcus is just sitting here I don't like that. I don't like it. It's useful. I don't like it.
Yeah.
And then it just, don't
A
look.
little
Yeah.
bit, actually. Just
Jenny is they got off easy.
Yep.
He's like so cozy on this one. He's like,
Oh no.
Rhea's gonna be pissed.
Rhea doesn't care.
The cat loves mine and Megan's stuff. It's your bag, and now apparently my sweatshirt.
You need a bra
I do.
so we can test it
Yeah.
for science.
Sasha
Always.
Probably getting to the point
likes
where
a
I can
very
nail another
specific
one.
smell. That is Amanda.
No.
Amanda's sternum.
Anyway,
So yeah, the ping and the road you identified, Zhenya, leads like further out the back door. It keeps going down a ways, and there's chambers down there.
I'm trying to strengthen the walls of where we walk.
Yeah, you're good, at least for now. Like, you feel that the root system is holding it in place. As you continue down, all of you can hear the sound of conversations at this point. You know, Jenya, from your ping and your feel, that it will open up to a circular chamber ahead. Masabi and Elohim are further down, but there are people talking at this point in Old Thean.
Oh, that's the one I speak.
And yeah, from snippets and context, you can pick that these are Inquisition folks. That there is a... basically, there is an attempt to force their way. Apparently, Mazabi, Elohim, and a few faithful have managed to lock themselves into a chamber down there. There is talk of a small explosion that occurred earlier, which might also explain why the structure feels so unsteady, because it probably got shaken. But there's a barricade at this point that they are trying to break through.
I've got my axe in one hand and the horn in another, and I just sort of like point at the axe and like question mark.
Are there lights
Knives.
on in the room where they're talking?
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, no. Basically, mid conversation, Jimena just and all the lights go out.
All right.
We'll open it.
And then the glowing green of Zhenya's eye.
And then just
Turn it into a rotisserie and then
You see a chamber that is... those of you looking in, the stairs
'Cause we can
go
see
into
it
a
now.
circle. You can.
Seems like another kill zone to me.
There's a circular chamber with a door at the other
Everyone goes
end.
and kills them.
There's also a
Basically.
side door to this room. You know that this will lead to other areas and catacombs. In fact, you felt like bodies on that side. Like there's probably like buried folks. So you need to get through to the other side. But at that point, there's about like 10 or 12 folks in that room. There's a couple makeshift tables. They're like preparing weapons. Jimena, there's a bundle of these bad juju weapons that you've had earlier. They're wearing the Vadicine robes, and they're also wearing like a hood with like a mask covering the top of their features. Yeah, like the moment the lights go out, there's a who's there, and then the
Marcus pulls out his ice cream.
yeah, it sounds like the bowels of hell opening because you're in the fucking tunnel.
oh yeah,
right
it's
now.
upsetting to me. Like
So it sounds like a
this is a little low key eardrum self-flagellation to get in the mood for killing.
yeah.
So-
You get a little bit of that low distortion because of how low underground you are. So yeah,
Kinda
you
like
have a room full of armed people in a circular room in the dark. Give me your approaches, folks. How will you go about murder? That's the question for every round in this game.
How will murder happen this time?
How will you murder church people?
+1.
Slowly, painfully.
Out of curiosity, how many of us can see in the dark? I can.
I can now.
Technically, I can't.
Although
but
it's not dark because I
I've got
thought
other
she fired him
senses.
back up.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Oh, you killed
She's just got.
I killed the lights, but I can bring them back whenever I want.
Okay,
to,
cool.
so-
Never mind. We're good.
We're all just individually glowing with weird shit.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Jenny has her magic on, so glowing eyes. But if I really want to be crazy, I can, like, the whole body can glow like a glowworm.
Even,
Yeah, I mean, Jimena's gonna Darth Vader her fucking soul.
Yeah.
yep.
I basically activate my fog fight sense,
Yeah.
and that basically gives me Daredevil
Yeah.
sight, where I
Nice.
just murder town
Yep.
in the dark.
Even the entire room is darkness. Do with that information as thou wilt.
Does she even need to shoot at that point? She just pulls out arrows and they like appear in their sphincters. Like, doink, doink.
Yep. Ah, that wasn't there before.
I don't remember that.
I have an idea, but I need a book from somebody.
I went and saw Sphincter Arrow once. They
I
were
got
kind
you.
of a shitty show.
Yeah.
We got a book, John.
I got it.
He might want one for himself.
Oh, you want one too? Okay. I guess.
No, don't let him have the rules.
Yeah, I know.
Guess you're allowed.
So, John, while you go digging, yeah, Rethold's gonna move in and then basically try to disarm anyone with one of the weapons and then move himself between any weapons that aren't currently in someone's hand.
Sure.
So, basically, Blue Raja with utensil situation
Perfect.
to have people drop any of the bad knives or the bad weapons. And that's going to be my...
Dog.
There's an entire Skyrim character build that is made around wielding one of the dinner forks.
Excellent.
Yes.
Every time I see videos about it, I keep thinking of you, Tony. I'm like, this is the Rethold build. This is like a 2-pronged fork. And you can, people are like, this is my weapon.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Jimena is going to light her sword on fire.
You're gonna roll one your way.
Yep. Basically. Oh wait, hold on.
Marcus is going to do something similar, although when he pulls out the smaller part of his sword, since it is now dark enough, you can see that both his gauntlet, his mask, and his killing mask and his sword now glow with an eerie moonlight.
Yep.
Something that you didn't quite notice before, and
Marcus
he's
is
just going
a
to start cutting people down.
Magical boy.
Jenya is not going to attack.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go.
Are you gonna try to find a way in?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find a way in.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might go through the side door and then make myself a new archway.
Okay. Why don't you go do like a athletics roll of some kind,
Of course.
just to navigate through.
Jet athletics.
Yeah. Well,
Resolve?
with yeah, we'll go with resolve
Cool.
because you're basically trying to map
Yeah. Away.
pathway.
Yeah.
So, what I actually want to do, I want to change
Nice.
somebody's flaw. Hubris, I mean. Basically, I want to look for the person that seems like the weakest link there,
Fuck him
Yeah.
up.
and then just make them like
You want me to
extremely confused as to who is actually an enemy or who is
Okay.
not.
You want him to start lashing out blindly.
Yeah, we
Yes,
love that.
I want to build the
Intents
confusion and
continue to
fear, and
Yes.
that means
Which-
I'm going to change his hubris to Moonless Night, which is
So yeah, so if you
confusion.
roll a 10
Ah, perfect.
and then roll the next die, and that is also a 10, you roll another
You're gonna
die.
activate that.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yep.
Make it happen.
Go in my
See how many successes I get on this one, because this has been pretty great.
Funny you should mention enhancing the fear and confusion.
There we go.
Okay, 5 points.
That'll be 8 for me.
Okay.
Evie would like to do something, a new move
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
she's going to call
Oh no.
concatenation.
Ah, love it.
Gross.
We're gonna tag team the cat and Evie,
Alright, that's
where
strange.
she will get up and whisper something unsettling. And also maybe do like a dagger thing, since she doesn't need arrows really.
Right.
And then the cat at the same time will be like,
You're trying to scare people into the path of your cat partner.
and maybe the person, like, not the same one that's being targeted, to think that enemies abound,
Yep.
but like right next to him.
Nice. So you're basically gonna work at. You're gonna work at sort of building panic alongside Marilena.
14.
Yes.
Wow.
13 on my end.
Damn.
Oh, yeah. Lucky
Nice.
13 with the holy sword.
Do I need to roll something? 'Cause I mean, technically, this is just I use a hero point, but I can roll something
I do
still.
not want
Yeah,
these
roll me,
things in play.
Excuse me.
Show me a resolve empathy.
Sure.
What should I roll to be creepy and stabby?
Do you have
Wait.
Do you have intimidate?
Crappy.
I don't know, Marilena. What do you need to roll for that?
I believe I do. Let me
I mean, what I roll is
hold that up.
my business, I guess.
Open my character sheet because
You
I
can-
already know it's the thing that I always roll.
Yeah, you can right. There's like you got your three moves.
The smolder.
Blue steel.
Looking to the left.
Latigra.
He can't. He's not an ambi-turner.
Until the end of the movie, in which case then he
No.
stops a fucking truck and...
You had 9, right?
Oh yeah, I have the
Curse of too many nines.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Because I was about to say, like,
Nine's
you
are
can
the worst.
retroactively spend some of your experience to bring that up. I feel you've
Yeah.
been psyops on this team enough.
So much.
But no, I can't.
I actually know a guy through work who did that, and he was in Nam, and the fucking stories that they have are fucking
Yikes.
crazy.
Ugh.
Yeah, I bet.
Alright, I got a 10 on top of that.
Okay.
I already subtracted the hero point.
Where's Ricardo?
He's with y'all.
Okay. Is he with me or with them?
No, he's with you.
Okay.
If you
I was like, where's my husband?
if you let
I mean,
him
we're all
know
down here together, so.
That's fair. But
You
I
let him
veer
know
off.
of your plan, he'll follow with you.
Yeah. I mean, I pulled out my knives, and then I put my knives back in my boots and look to the door and go, we're going in there.
All right.
He holds onto your belt like an errant child because he can't see in the dark.
That's quite fair.
He'll follow you.
Pistol at the ready.
Yeah.
I give him like a little, the slack from my belt.
Yeah. You do the sweat thing, and he puts like a hand on your shoulder.
That's much cooler. Yes. That's much more dignified for your future husband.
Giving him a leash.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's dark. Nobody will see it. Except all the people that can see in the dark.
Yeah, I'm like,
It's like the time when I was like 4 when I accidentally stuck my hand in a stranger's back pocket because I thought it was my dad.
Yeah.
Yep. He turned around and he looked at me, you know,
Yeah.
rightly surprised. And I stared at him and just went, "You're not my dad!" And started crying. My dad had to be like, "Come here, child."
poor man. Assaulted
thing
and then
that-
accused within the span of a second. Sorry.
Do that thing that some of
What?
us used to do in the late 90s where people had fucking wallet chains where you grab their wallet and stick it in your pocket and start walking.
Damn. That never occurred to me.
I had
It's
brilliant.
3 wallet chains.
Yeah, Megan was really popping off at Hot Topic.
That was how I kept track of my sister. I was like, grab the chain. And she would hold on to the chain where we wandered around.
No.
It was adorable, yes. Hello, goodbye. Quick,
I got
go.
a 13.
Yeah.
I win initiative.
Yeah, you do. You sure do.
Computer, set door to 100%. Just trying to help you out, man.
Let's go.
There you go, kitty.
Oh, there
I'm
we
gonna be
go.
honest. For a second, it sounded like you said set Dorn 100%. And I'm like, is he a fucking air fryer? What's going on?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that's already there.
Somebody grabs the
lights are way
tray
up door now.
under Dorn,
Okay.
like a fucking George Foreman grill. Like, you just go dump the grease. out.
Dorn Foreman now.
Yeah, Dorn for it.
Dorn
I'm like a Ron Coe food dehydrator.
All you
Set
gotta
it
do is
and forget
pull
it.
the plug on the
Dorn
butt and
Foreman.
it just leaks out the back. Guys.
Yeah.
Dorn
Easy
is,
cleaning.
we're gonna find out that Dorn has 5 sons and they're all named Dorn.
And one daughter.
Also named
Also
Dorn.
named Dorn.
I think
Yeah.
there were 2 of them.
With an E.
Two?
Yep.
With a silent E. Wow.
Yep. Yeah, the daughter's called Dorn, but with an E.
Yeah.
Oh, God. That man is a very strange man.
You have to have like Dornia, Dornet,
Dornet.
Dornetta.
Dornina,
Dornella.
yeah, Dornella.
Yeah. Dornella's good.
There's one nobody talks about called Hodorn.
Dornine.
Dornifer.
Dornifer. Oh. Fuck. Dornifer gets into it with that.
God damn it.
You don't want to be working.
We better keep
Starbucks
going because
and-
I'm going to keep coming up with.
You want to keep working as a
I'm
barista.
trying to think of names, and so like this is.
Isn't it strange that the person who thinks up the most names can never fucking remember them?
That's because he thinks
Yeah,
of
it's
too many
because
names.
it's. None of them stay. It's all new. It's always they're always turning over.
All fresh.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like those password generators that change every few minutes.
Yeah.
All right. So, Rethel jumps in first.
Let's go.
Elbows at the ready. Riot control into this room. So you're trying to you're clearing a path, right?
No, I'm precision. I'm precision trick shotting weapons out of hands. If I sense there's a bad juju blade
Oh yeah.
in someone's hand, their hand's gonna get
They're all around.
axes and or cutlery applied to them.
They're all around. So
So you said there was about a dozen people.
Yep.
Are all of them armed with one?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Um,
Because I'd like some of them to not be, so I don't have to give one raise to each one. But
No. You'll get a lot of those weapons clattered to the floor with a 14.
Okay.
You especially because you activate your ability and you can see you have like echolocation. You're like, I can feel how bad these blades are and how bad the hands that hold them are. And you rain steel. You hear a lot of very pleasant clatters happening in and around the room. A lot of frustrated and confused curses in Castilian and Vodace, primarily. Marlena, does that trigger you?
Yes.
So when I blow the horn and it adds panache and presence, is that for just myself or is that for everyone?
At this point, it's for your whole group.
Okay.
Because you blew the horn and
Okay.
basically like entered like the world most nightmarish SWAT team.
Yeah.
You're a poor fucking streamer
Yeah.
in the middle of your stream.
Yeah. Yeah, that Tom Clancy bullshit. You get the green. You get the green glows. We don't even have that.
Yep.
It's just this. Yeah, it's just one plus a lightsaber.
Right in the middle of a speed run. This one could be a record, and then suddenly.
Yeah, no. Combo breaker.
open up.
Yep. Basically.
You're
All right.
shouting Miranda rights as you open fire.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Are we the baddies?
Yes.
the buddy.
No.
No, absolutely.
You've seen what you're up against.
Yeah.
All right. Simultaneously, Marcus also glows into the room like in a soft white silver light. His face, his hand, and his sword. So for those of you who don't see in the dark, the further he walks away from the door, like that's all you see is this weird,
Grumpy, glowing man.
this embodied hand, sword face.
It's like Rayman, but bad.
And yeah, the sword starts to leave like a arc trail as it starts to spin and
And Sandstorm begins to play.
slice above. Yeah. You hear some satisfying grunts. You hear some squish sounds. Those of you obviously who can see in the dark, you can just...
Marcus is not. He doesn't he doesn't half-ass anything. He whole-asses it. So these guys are Vadachine. He doesn't fucking particularly like the Vadachine. Also, they have weird blades that murder people's souls. So
Yep. A lot of them clatter at their feet as you descend upon them in carnage. The two of you are just like entering the room and like raining death, and then somewhere in the darkness, you hear some real creepy whispers. It probably triggers you at least a little bit, Marcus, just because.
But also oddly familiar because you're in the middle of a fucking there's a word there.
Vomitorium.
No.
I'm
No,
not
it's
sure
not
what
this.
word you're
Carnival.
Yeah.
It's like not charnel, but it's another term for like a like a tomb or a mausoleum. It's like
Oh,
I think I know what you're getting at.
Habitable.
Sepulcher.
sepulcher. I love sepulcher.
my brain wants it to
Sepulcher's
be
the best.
charnel.
I mean, that
Or-
does mean that there's lots of, violence and bodies that have happened.
Yeah, but my brain's like, no, it's a very fun word, and you would have been super cool if you'd nailed it.
Well, now it's much
Yeah,
too
here
late
we
for
are.
that.
Cool story.
Yeah. So anyway, go ahead.
Now it just becomes a moment you revisit
Yeah.
at 2 a.m. as you're about to sleep, and you're like,
You're no
why didn't I
longer
say the right word?
Fucking knew what that
You'll
was.
remember it as you just read as you go to sleep. And
Yeah.
it's gonna be terrible.
Fuck. Yeah, so you hear some creepy ass whispering, and then two of the people in the room get freaked the fuck out by the whispering. One of them like turns tail and run and hits a wall because he's so fucking freaked out that like he just ran in the dark. The other one trips over something, but you never hear him fall.
Oh no!
You see like his shape sort of like lose balance, and then there's no sound.
Did you hear her hit the water? Because I didn't.
The idea that he's like
As it happened,
into the void.
Yeah.
yep,
He's dead now.
he just no clipped through the floor.
Nah, he's in the back room.
He's in the back rooms now. Oh god, that's where you go when you get stabbed with those knives.
Oh fuck! No! Done.
Well, apparently in Latin, carnarium is carnage or larder or smokehouse. And then there's a magic card called Rakdos Carnarium.
Yeah,
so
okay,
that's
Yes.
probably where
Well,
I picked. Okay,
in
but
French-
it's actually it's a plant.
In French, there's a word that we use. It's called charnière, and it's specific. It's that building next to a cemetery where we store bodies that we can't bury in winter because it's fucking frozen.
That's probably
Excellent.
where my
so
brain.
they get
carnarium.
basically
Charnière.
filed
Yeah.
into that building until spring rolls around,
It's
and
a
you can fucking
It's
dig
a
it.
literal fucking meat locker.
That's
Well,
what I wanted.
It's a charnel
Yep,
house.
yep.
That's what that word means. It's where the dead bodies
Charnière.
are.
Because from the Latin caro meat and ari
Yeah.
place for. So yeah.
So if you die
We
in
got there.
winter in Quebec, your family has the pleasure of having you die and having like your funeral, and then your burial will happen probably like 3 fucking months later. So you get to go and revisit all of that shit again, because We don't live in misery enough.
You're French.
Yep, that's absolutely right. We're like Scandinavian French, apparently, which is, I don't know. Yeah, so as this all happens, somebody hits a wall, somebody just disappears while falling down. Another one of the people in the room that still has one of those blades on him goes fucking bonkers. Like there's a giant slashing things around. There's somebody throwing forks left and right. Somebody just tried to run and maybe got a concussion, like hitting the side of the room. He pulls out his knife and he just starts stabbing. Not any of you, just the people around him.
Oh, Jesus.
Like, basically, he looks like he just had an extreme bout of feeling trapped in this room, and the only way out is to start stabbing everybody near him so he can get out.
I got a fever.
Yep, basically.
Though it's past the time when Marcus would be, because Marcus has already done stuff, and this guy's reacting to Marcus doing stuff. That is the thing that Marcus would absolutely. He would try to stop him from stabbing even his comrades, because he doesn't want anybody. He doesn't want anybody to die to those things.
He's sending some of his buddies straight to Legion right now because this is just what it is. As this is happening, obviously some folks realize they're not in the business of getting stabbed by one of their buddies, so they try to get out of the way, only to be blocked at the door by a sword of fire that basically like just appears. So now there's a soft glow in the room.
Yep.
Yep.
It's not even from that movie. Shut up, it slaps. John Williams is a treasure.
I graduated from 8th grade to that fucking playing in the background in a Catholic church, mind you.
Nice.
Fucking balls.
We graduated to wear sunscreen.
Yeah,
That's what they played for.
That was the other
grade.
alternative. Yeah.
Yeah.
The two genders.
they played that at like the
Sorry.
the assembly. we got the lyrics
Well,
to
before
that,
that happened.
printed out and given to us.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
for you. We'd have choked out. I didn't walk to fucking anything because my high school had no fucking money. So
Man, that's sad. I'm sorry.
I got a diploma in the mail 2 months later.
Oh, I had to go
Congrats.
back and get mine.
And then we had a fucking wedding band at our graduation party.
That's adorable.
Yeah,
Because they were the only band.
A wedding singer kind of
because
situation.
my school had no money.
Oh, okay.
Probably somebody knew them. So like there was a bunch of like fancily dressed high schoolers like sitting in chairs because it was like shit my mom would listen to. So like nobody was into it.
We don't even know how to dance to this shit.
And we had an after party, and I was in a tent with my girlfriend, and some guy puked next to my tent the entire night.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, my graduation was great. I got to go in a fucking limo. That was the highlight. Because my cousin worked for a company that had that, and he was like, I'm gonna fucking drive you to your prom in a fucking
So
like
you had
Volvo limo.
like Pedro's cousin and the
Yeah, Joel,
Dynamite.
again.
Except like the limo didn't have like
Hydraulics.
No, it was a bare bones fucking limo. But yeah, these
My
people.
8th grade was vitamin C.
Yeah, that's another one. They played that. They did we had like an assembly where they had made like a slideshow video of all of our 8th grade exploits or whatever. And the two songs that it played were that and fucking Time of Your Life because it was 1999.
Yeah.
And it was Vitamin C and Time of Your Life.
It was 99, and there was a social contract. Oh God.
Fayal, leave her
There's a
alone.
meeting
Fayal,
of
leave her alone.
There's a meeting of the fates under the table.
All right, go leave. Go.
Yeah, it was 1999, and I think if you made a slideshow for any reason in 1999, that was a social contract that time of your life.
Turning point fork stuck in the car.
Yep.
Yep.
It was impossible to avoid for a few years after even.
So I duck into a doorway.
Yeah, basically. Well, this whole chaos fucking erupts around you. Jimena, you cut down a couple fools that tried to escape through this door, and now add to the overall sense of fear in this room. A bunch of them are disarmed. One of them is going on a psycho rampage over the other. It's a hot mess. In the middle of all this, you have your perfect scenario for this, Zhenya, because it's panic right now. So Ricardo just files behind you. He can actually see the room now that Jimena is in there with like her sword torch.
Yep. Just flashes of carnage.
Yeah, like there's a sword torch. There's like a moon man just there killing people.
What is with you and Moon Man?
I'm just standing here. I'm not doing anything.
Where are you at? Where's my money, Dracula? You big fucking nerd.
Yep. Collect on the fucking debt to Dracula.
Random bullshit go.
Because Marvel owned the rights to comics Dracula for fucking ever.
Oh yeah.
I remember those comics. So yeah, Jenny, you bolt through the room. You just basically have to throw a couple elbows on there and just avoid Stabby McGee, like in the middle of it, who's just busy sending some of his friends straight to hell without a second thought. And yeah, Ricardo just files right behind you and you dash to the door in the back. There's so much chaos and commotion at this point that nobody ever tries to stop you. Excuse me. You basically elbow a couple of folks out of the way, and then your way's clear.
Jaren, what did you send? You sent a picture. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's a GIF. I was like, oh. It looked like you had like accidentally taken a picture of your chair and something.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because it didn't autoplay. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah.
It's just Jenya, or I mean, sorry, Jimena.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's Jimena entering the room.
Yep.
Bitch.
So yeah, you're now on the other side of the room to another set of circular stairs on your way down the tunnel. Ricardo basically like leaves behind a trail behind all of you as you keep advancing. That way the rest of the group will be able to follow if you have to make turns.
Is there a way for me to just go through the wall to shortcut to where I want to go?
Roll me a wits notice on it. Well, let's go with resolve on this. Wit notice.
Notice
I hope
is
it
my
isn't a
worst
bread
thing.
trail. No one will find you except Jimena.
Yeah,
It's
well,
the perfect thing to leave.
Ooh, piece of candy.
I've still got I've got the tracking. We just won't be able to cheat through walls anymore.
Turned off the wall hack.
Yep.
Yep. The new release has patched the wall hacked, everybody, so...
Oh, I gotta relearn to play the game again. Stupid game. So fucking toxic. It's time to take your meds.
The timing was perfect.
JC's went off first. I was like, oh, yeah.
Yep. The timing was just spot on.
It hadn't happened yet. I was like, it's going to be any second. I need to get in here.
Marcus and Jimena, as you're slicing and dicing people, you notice Kat and Rory stepping into the action as well.
I licked my purse.
She
Wet right there.
She has pulled out the sword at this point because in near darkness, the crossbow is gonna have limited use. So she files right along you, Marcus, to slice and dice folks. Rory is around like swinging that hammer and pick like nobody's
Yeah,
business.
but remember, 3 is great.
He's like super red-faced
We're at a
at
different
this
level.
point and like yelling a bunch of stuff in Inish, but he's down in fool like nobody's business. It's the low center of gravity.
Punching beesies.
Yep, basically.
Biznatches.
Oi, listen here, you fucking twat.
You had 7,
Yes.
Genia.
Jesus, Mary Love,
Yes.
y'all won't stop me from hitting you with this hammer.
From where you are, you hit the specific spot, like in the tunnel, where if you stop, you're at an incline above the room, just outside of where Mazabi and Elohim and the others are.
Okay.
You feel presences in that room, so they're basically the people that are trying to break in are in that room just below. You feel the best way to not disrupt too much is like if you create a hole and let like the incline, basically you're gonna create like a little slide.
Yeah.
And it will get you into the room like maybe 6-7 feet
Yeah.
above the ground. You'll basically like just like slide in.
Yeah.
And you
Perfect.
can leave that way open so that when this group is done with the murder train,
Yeah.
they can join you on the little slide
Fucking Goonies
into
it
this
down.
room. Yep. So yeah, you're able to just like
Yeah. So I'm just gonna open the wall, sort of like
yep.
poke my head out.
Yep.
Zabi. Elohim.
Well, you hear
Don't want to go in case there's projectiles.
Yeah, well, that room that it's opening up to has some of the church folks. They're trying to break into where Mazabi and Elohim
okay, yeah.
are. So
So this is not them yet.
no,
Okay, I slide down.
but it's right on the other side because if you even look in the hole, you see that there's like a bunch of shit stacked like in front of the door. Like there's tables, chairs, a little sacrilegious, not for you, but like Ricardo is like.
Bitch.
Like there's like
Which I'll
there's
just
like an altar that's like there. There's like a couple of like the theist crosses. Like everything has been fucking used to make that barricade.
So these are bad people trying to get in.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jenny will open the hole a little wider and be like, use your gun.
Yep.
Targets.
He sort of pulls like not the full rifle but the shorter
Yeah.
one and sort of
His
drops to
sawed-off
you,
shotgun.
and basically he lines up a shot.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to make your entrance with the next approach.
With a bang.
Yes.
Kill him.
There's about like 4 people left in this room that are not incapacitated in some way. So
Like our room or the other room?
Your
their room. There's about 20 people in
yours.
Genia's room.
Yeah. Whew, I've got my
20.
Yep.
I've got my work cut out for me.
You see some torches getting brought over. Like you see like a barrel of something,
We should just make the wall stronger.
which you know is a bad fucking idea. If that barrel goes up, everybody in here is likely to die. You're not sure these zealots care.
No.
Um,
Why is everyone so stupid?
They don't know about smoking.
at this point, they want to kill Mazabi, and if it takes them burying him with them in these catacombs, so be it.
Okay, well. Kasha's got my back. I'm gonna jump in when I can.
Yep. Fire in the hole. Counter-terrorist win.
Am I rolling now?
Yeah. Are you gonna go?
I'm gonna brawl this
Yeah.
shit.
There you go. You can roll into it like into the room like Sonic.
Yeah.
Just like roll down the ramp and just like barrel the people. Make them explode into rings.
I'm sure they had gold on them if they're zealots.
Probably.
So that's 5, 6.
Yeah, there's 4 people left in the room. The way to the other side of the room is open. You can decide to continue with the murder. There's somebody that's pretty well on his way to killing all his friends, so...
He's doing half the work for us.
I mean, he's in a space right now.
He's having a moment.
Yeah, he's hitting some shit. It's 1972 and somebody sold him a bad batch of LSD.
Look at
Yeah, it was
look at these
me.
people.
I did it.
Yeah, and he went to a Pink Floyd concert and that didn't sit well with him. He went to a fucking laser show and he's like, fuck, the devil speaks in lasers.
Laser.
Look at these guys just standing around, not a single iPhone in sight, just enjoying the moment.
Yep. Well, Marcus and Jimena have the mother of all glow sticks.
That's what the horn's doing now. Is he's just
Yep. It
Getting
plays,
good with it.
the horn plays Sandstorm right before the charge. It's just like it's too quiet, and then you hear. It's like, oh no.
It's like double or triple tonguing. I don't know. It's like quadruple, quintuple tonguing.
Ugh.
I feel like there's like plenty of
Did
people
you
fighting
roll
here.
badly?
Every
Yeah.
time I re-roll
You can
one
slip
to
pretty
like,
much
oh, I got
unnoticed.
this
That's
one,
what
I'm gonna
Jenny did.
re-roll and get no, it just hits on one again. It just
Uh.
literally just one.
Aw.
I feel like that this is like cleanup work, but I'm also
But that makes 10.
I don't really know what I would do against 20 people.
We're severely underutilized and expensive and
Well,
crowded.
the same thing you would do against 12.
5, 6,
We
7,
should be
8, 9,
ripping
10,
more.
11. 11!
Questions about the future, at least weekly.
It's
We'll
the
never not
ultimate
do
cry.
that.
I hope not. I hope it never dies.
We'll never stop.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop.
Alright, well,
So
Wolverine Genya.
so are we on new approaches?
Yep.
Okay. And Jenny and Ricardo have
We're in a different room.
Yep. The
Have
door's
moved through the-
open.
have
You
moved
saw
through the
them
wall?
come through. So there's about 4 people. There's 4 people left in the room. They're
With
pretty
you.
occupied with each other at this point. So unless you're playing a completion run, you can probably move through. But some of you may not want to move through and want to make sure all of these son of bitches die. So that's also an option.
I say you steal their knives and stab them with them. See how they like it.
I mean, I'm probably just gonna. I can stay and finish some people off. I mean, I don't usually go like
Into the big
frontline,
rolls.
but like
Yeah.
I
mean-
can definitely finish what's not done yet.
Yeah, you already started shit here, so.
Can I please use panache and sailing to basically avoid these 4 idiots fumbling around and recover all of my gear before moving?
Sailing.
Yeah, because this is a pitching, roiling battle. This
Right.
deck is moving,
You're
and
you're on the deck of a ship right now.
Yeah.
That's why I was sitting here considering how.
yeah, and that is typically where my second sight is at work.
Well,
Is in a
the
combat blackout situation.
reason why there's less skills in this game too is that these skills are like a broad range of knowledge. So, yeah, go for it.
Oh, I should have had more.
You're gonna make that look awesome.
What bonus does the horn give to panache? Is it just 1 or 2 or?
You'll get 2 dice.
Okay.
I should have had 13. I forgot to count my
Then you have
legendary
13.
traits. And specialist.
13 it is.
What you doing, Fire Witch?
Huh?
What you doing?
I mean,
There are more further ahead.
yeah, Jimena's just gonna.
I've got this.
Follow my way.
You're gonna dash
Yeah.
out.
Do epic skills give us anything, or is it just that many more dice? Or does it give us the auto 10 like it does for epic traits?
It gives you the auto 10 as well.
Okay.
Not just the extra dice.
Cool.
But yeah, no, Jimena's just gonna go
Gonna
jump
book
down
it.
the slide.
You're gonna athletics it.
It
When
does-
you roll
it
the
does
corner and you
funhouse.
continue like down the, you actually see Ricardo like kneeling like, next to a corridor, and there's like a big hole like, and he's got the rifle aimed like on his arm, aiming down.
I'm just aiding my sniper bow.
Yeah,
Your sniper butt.
Sniper butt.
sniper butt.
Sniping, no
you.
sniping.
My sniper bow.
I'm gonna do my best to finish up this here.
Okay.
I'm gonna use, well, I'll probably use
Gotcha.
the pole to
Got that
aid
sniper
me.
butt.
I hope he's not sniping with his
Get
butt. That's
people
awkward.
going.
You're
You fell
gonna-
into my blade.
Incredible
You fell into my
goody
blade.
ol'.
You can also
We're
pull
gonna
them
have
into
to talk
each other.
about
No,
it.
then that's then he's the
If you
spleen.
roll high enough, you can read.
So then you're
this.
you're the blue Raja and he's the spleen.
Mm.
That makes you the shoveler.
I shovel really well.
When I roll.
I am the waffler.
Does that make me Mr.
I'm
Fury?
gonna go with weaponry.
Yeah, I saw you lift a bus once.
Because you have to sort of read the fight in order
yeah.
to do the pull.
That makes
So.
sense to me.
And
Named
Evine
West
is
Yep, okay.
Invisible.
Yeah,
Get naked.
yeah, because no one can see him when no one's looking at him.
It'll be finesse athletics for Jimena, and you're gonna be able to gracefully get on the slip and slide and arrive in the room with your flaming sword out of the ceiling. Because fucking calamity.
Was there a was there? Sorry, I'm missing space here. So we're in the big room.
Yep.
We're in the killing room, and everybody's moving into another killing room.
There's a little tunnel that arcs down, and Zhenya basically created a tunnel that angles down into
The next chamber of
the
baddies.
chamber below. Basically, she created a shortcut.
I see. Okay.
Instead of having to go through like another tunnel that loops around, you're gonna slide into that room where people are trying to siege into
where
the
Zabi
spot
is.
where Mazabi and
Excellent.
Elohim are.
And Marlena is taking care of the rest of the.
Yeah,
people up
Marlena
top,
is
right?
just like, I got this.
I've got these peons.
Incite chaos.
Marcus will follow suit of like
Okay.
sliding down.
You got
I got 12.
11.
11.
11!
Actually, wait, sorry, 13.
Was it
for my
finesse
mop-up
athletics
operation.
to slide down
Yeah.
there without being an
Okay.
asshole? Okay.
Go with
I'll do cleanup. If everyone's going downstairs.
yeah, Marlena's gonna finish the guys.
I'm also
And everybody
doing that.
else is moving.
Oh yeah, you got him.
Alright.
Yeah, well, I think. I mean,
Okay.
I mean, there's only like 4 left, and one of them is the guy who's killing everybody.
Yeah,
else.
Someone should put him down as well. Oh, the cat can.
Yeah.
basically, there's more guys over there, and they're all fresh, and I've got these hurt ones.
Yeah,
Stab with the meat and needles.
Anyway, yeah, I rolled 13.
I got 8.
you got 8.
Doing terribly.
This is actually unusually good.
This is the level of game we're playing now. It's like, oh, I only got 8.
Yeah, this one was
You read the book and it's like you can do some pretty amazing thing with 3 raises. I was like, oh, you sweet summer child.
Well, I have quick reflexes brawl, legendary trait brawl, specialist brawl.
Yep.
So I have all these extra things that get my
With,
brawl so much better.
It's a 7 for me.
I forget what
Same for me,
specialty
dog.
does. Specialty, an extra die?
Specialist, you pick a skill, and then you can improvise without rolling with that skill. But you can only have one.
Yeah.
Oh, actually.
And
That's
then,
why I put it in craft. That makes sense.
yeah, and then legendary trait, you set a die aside that's always a 10.
Yep.
So that can explode. And then if you have, like, I have quick reflexes, so that gives me an automatic raise if I'm using weaponry.
Yep.
And I also have fencer, which gives me an automatic raise.
Yep.
Or it gives me an extra die.
I
if
have boxer.
Yeah.
No weapons,
Evine.
just my fists.
What is Evine up to in this new landscape?
Evine is going to lurk in the first room.
Wait, what was that? Sorry, I missed that.
Repeat it, Amanda.
Evine is going to lurk in the first non-slide room.
The fuck?
She's staying in the cleanup.
All right.
I mean, there'll be food here shortly.
Yeah.
Refreshments abound.
Yeah, if you stick around in that first room, this is where Marlena is staying. Father Callahan is here with Kat as well. Not necessarily because Father Callahan does not want to get into the next room, but Father Callahan is getting rather winded.
Aw.
Attaboy.
So,
Sweet man.
She will usher the cat down the slide, though. Like, oh, you good.
I'll play. That's funny.
With all the dignity of a cat getting hoisted, he sort of slithers down, slides
yeah,
down the
it's just like prop this cat on the slide.
This didn't jam up as much as the other one did.
All right. Do you want
At
to try to get a
It's-
read on
it's
the
a
room
tasty
below?
salad.
Like,
Yeah.
what do you want to do in the main room, Evie?
Make sure no other shit might be going down. Also, that nobody's coming up. But
Okay.
also, yeah, see if I am needed to shadow my way down, then
Yep.
I can.
All right.
So I guess I'm preparing my action.
Yeah, I'll have you just roll Wits Notice for it, just to get like situational awareness, and then you'll be ready to spring to action when needed.
Okay.
Button is sticky.
Title of your sex tape.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
Fucking Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Good show.
Yeah. Fucking Andre Brower died recently, and that fucking broke my heart.
Yeah. So did Carl Weathers.
I know. Ugh.
Hi, I'm Carl Weathers.
One half of the most epic high five of all time is
Yeah.
gone now.
Hi, I'm Carl. But
I'm
you might
twin.
remember me from movies
12.
like Predator. It has recently come to my attention that a few of my Predator co-stars have become governors of states. I would also like to be a governor of a state. I'm not picky. I don't care which one.
Just let me be.
All right. Most people vacate the room. Evine is still in the room, but Evine takes a couple of steps and vanishes into nothing, taking stock of everything around. Kat is sort of looking near where the tunnel is. Her sword is still up. Father Callahan stops for a second and then uses a sleeve of his cassock to rub sweat off of his bald head while going on a short tirade about how not having hair is the worst when you get sweaty because there's no resistance.
Yeah, you know all about that.
There's some
I know
personal
all about this.
gripes going on right here.
Yeah.
It is the fucking worst.
Gotta express it somewhere.
Yep.
The only thing I can relate to that is the fact that whenever we used to buzz our heads like really down low, it's so fucking cold to not have hair on your goddamn head.
Right?
Can't
I
remember
know
if
all
I.
about that too.
You do know that.
I've told that story probably to everybody here. I can't remember if I told it to you, but I had a buddy growing up.
Oh,
that
bison.
We nicknamed the Bison because he had like a shock of like bright red hair and it was like a thick mane, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one summer he was like, I want you guys to buzz all my hair. Like I'm fucking tired of this thing. Like you just like buzz it like skin, right? So we go to that with a fucking beard clipper because this thing was like fucking shrubbery, right?
Practically need a weed whacker for that one.
And of course, Bison's a redhead. He's also like he was a sort of portly kid. So when we buzz all of his hair off, right, it was like red face, red ears, and whiteness as a fucking sheet of paper, just pristine orb of white.
Oh no!
And then he looked at himself in the mirror and he's like, fuck. He spent that entire summer wearing shitty headscarves, fucking bandanas and stuff, because it was like, that was a fucking disaster.
This
was a calculated. I took a calculated risk, but man, am I bad at math.
Yeah, it was like probably around like 93 and 94.
Oh,
too. So
no.
like we buzzed his hair, and he had like a fucking tail of like little red hair poking at the bottom, curling.
The shittiest of rat tails.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Our last year of high school, his mane had grown to amazing. He had like long hair at that point, like he was a majestic red mane, and I was like, this is much better, dude.
Well, maybe you did have to shave it so it could grow out better.
Probably, but yeah. So that was that was the first and last time. The moment that realization hit him, he was like, that fucking scalp had never seen the light of day, ever.
Just like mine.
That's right. That's right.
The teacher asked me to turn in my essay, but I ain't no snitch.
In the main room, chaos ensues, and somehow the chaos arranges perfectly. Where, Marilena, you step in with one knife and you stab a guy in the kidney. Ooh. He stabs another guy, who turns around and puts two knives into it basically creates a fucking chain reaction where everybody is stabbing each other.
And just like domino these guys.
And then you just like walk off. Like somehow
you got it.
You're like, well, there you go. You all got this. You also know that these folks have stabbed each other with their knives, so
yeah, I can't say where they're going, but
yeah, in the words of George Michaels, they won't go where you go. So, wow. Yeah.
Deep cut.
Yeah. So yeah, you sort of walk off from there. Meanwhile, Zhenya, you bowl into the room below in your little slide. You're actually pretty proud of yourself because it's rough stone. It slides pretty well. There's a couple pebbles that like announce your arrival into the room below. They hear the couple pebble drops, and then a full woman just slides into the room.
That black kid, Lost Boy and Hook, just
yep,
rolls through.
It's even better when you remember his name. It's fucking Thudbud.
Thudbud.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
So yeah, you slide into this, land on a few of the folks who are basically trying to roll this barrel of explosives. So you're right next to this thing at this point. Knives in a couple folks. You've thoroughly broken the spine of a third by landing on him with your knees. So he lets out like a ragged like as you're like on him. He's not dead. He wishes he was.
Well, he can be in pain.
Yeah.
No, you'll all suffer.
You can live with this.
Yeah. Or is that not being kind?
Well, I will let you untangle the complex weave of your oaths.
You have a turn to remedy it.
Yeah. As long as I pay him the kindness in the end.
Yeah. It's like, all right.
You had intended for it to kill him.
Yeah.
But he was just being stubborn.
Totally. I'm going for throats.
Yeah.
I want everyone to choke on their own blood.
Rethold, you following along?
So yeah, how many of those raises to gracefully recover my arsenal?
With 5, you're good. You got all of it. You avoid the fucking domino knifing that's happening.
Yeah.
You even manage to grab one of your pieces of cutlery from one of the guys that is in... Because one of them still has like a knife sticking out of his hand. And you're like, yoinks.
Oh yeah. No, I
sea legs.
Jackie Chan, Johnny Depp, gross flipper baby.
Jack Depp.
Jackie Depp. Yeah.
Wiggle through this place, and as everything gets re-scabbarded and sheathed except for 2 axes, I sort of do like a side tumble through the hole after Zhenya.
Yep.
And sort of just
You see Ricardo
roll up
in the perch, and he's like, down the hatch.
Yeah, no, yeah. I kind of just like Tai Chi shift with him as I roll down, and then like just sort of like a bad cartoon, land on both feet in a crouch, and I'm just ready to hit whatever comes out there.
Perfect.
I'm gonna hang on to those 6 then.
Yep. Keep those.
And I may use those as like a triggered action, but yeah.
Jimena, it's you have a different experience down the slide, and that you slide gracefully, land on your feet, sword drawn. Of course, you're on the opposite end of the room, which is good because there's Zhenya on the left hand side from the tunnel. There's you there, and there's a big old fucking barrel of gunpowder right by Zhenya. So you're like, well, fortuitous. That's your flame sword, and
Actually, Jimena has a plan.
there we go. You do manage to cut down a couple folks because they're busy trying to break siege at this point, and now a bunch of people are starting to turn around because, again, there was only one exit they were not covering from this room, but somehow you came from the ceiling.
Surprise!
Yep.
Surprise! What are you doing?
She curling up in your bag.
No,
she's
she
on my
like
bag for a little bit.
she like put her paws up on the tablecloth
Mm.
and like looked like she was about to try to like
Jump up.
not even jump up. It looked like she was trying to pull on the tablecloth, and then she immediately kind of went
can see the
and then thought
ears.
better of it.
Well, she sat on Sally's bag for a couple of seconds, found it unsatisfactory, and then yelled at Sally about it.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know what to tell you, man.
I put that bag there specifically for you.
She's definitely acting up because when she puts her hands on the table, it's because she's unhappy about something and she's trying to do something to make me unhappy.
She's like, my dear sir / madam, your accommodations are inadequate.
Like you are not in a horizontal position where
Yeah,
I
like
can
it's past
also be
bedtime.
lying on you.
Yeah.
Basically.
As this is happening, you hear, again, amplified by the tunnel, a loud, sharp crack as one of the people that was manning the barricade slams against it. The back of his head is gone.
Attaboy, Ricky.
Add her up.
So the only thing that hit the barricade is just a shot of blood, basically.
Nice.
And yeah, Marcus,
Just sit there.
right after Jimena and Rethel, like just in there, Marcus just barrels through. You kind of have to tuck yourself a little bit for
That's probably a bit of a tight squeeze, that tunnel.
There's a concerning moment as you're coming out of the slide where like you feel some like pebbles like near your scalp, and you're like, whoop. But
Wolf, let me squeeze on past you.
yep, the tunnel now has a
Surprise tunnel.
yep.
Sasha!
Oh no.
What did she do?
She was trying to scratch on that suitcase. She mad.
Oh goodness.
She is acting out.
JC. It sounds like this cat needs some tormenting.
She's acting out.
Is that feeding time?
No, it's 9:30.
Past her bedtime, I think.
Bedtime 11. 11.
11.
We know how good she is at telling time, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
That's right.
Fucking ridiculous.
She does the pet thing where it's like, if I ask now,
Yeah, if I scream now.
yep.
If I yell
Can it be
loud
that
enough, will
hour?
you stop looking at Paul Hollywood? No. But
Never.
Let's talk over people.
I really hope the mic can pick that up. Like just that
it did when
sound.
we were like,
It does.
saying on
She comes in loud and clear in
That's-
most.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
Marcus, you land
Whether you
below,
like it or
swords
not.
drawn, ready for carnage. Just plenty of targets
Yeah.
in and around you. You hear some whispers as they see you and Jimena with your glowing weapons. Of course, it's a pot kettle situation because they're all holding
Oh.
super unholy weapons.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know,
Mother, I chose violence.
that face.
We're not helping you. We're just watching.
No. Not only are we not helping you, we're actually entertained by this.
It's even worse.
Yep. Your plight is entertaining to us. Evine, you tap into the darkness around you. You can feel, sadly, that the top side is pretty quiet. It's just dead people, mostly.
Oh, did I not leave them alive enough to make for a snack?
Well, no, like these folks are gonna get eaten by the cat. Don't worry. The cat has. There's distinctively less bodies than when you entered this room.
Oh man!
Yeah.
Don't get like too full.
Including the 4 people that are stabbing each other right now. There's about 8 people left in this room.
Oof.
So, the 4 others have gone parts of known.
I think that's the cat's secret, Cap, is that he's never hungry. Or he's never not hungry.
That's probably
I mean,
true.
he
Always
is
hungry.
the void.
Yeah.
So
The void is always hungry.
Some of it is nourishment. Some of it is just plain fun.
Fun.
Have you given
Um,
up?
For now.
she just wants you to think so.
She's biding her time.
Yeah.
The tail is still going.
She's making the equivalent of a kid that like has his arm folded and will not look at you. Like, she's like, I will win this battle.
No.
The tail swish. Below, Evine, you feel darkness, and you feel darkness that feels unwelcoming and unnatural to you.
Oh.
And you
That's
you
weird.
realize, sadly, to your dismay, that it lies within these men's hearts.
Aw.
So, yeah, there's a lot of bad juju happening there. You feel like a pulse of life past this barricade. The protest.
Sound of the police.
Sasha,
Whoa, whoa.
come here.
But
Hand me the butt.
they're alive.
She's like, but I want
Sasha.
to
Just
be.
barely.
Good luck with that.
Who's alive?
As the people pass the barricade.
Oh.
The people that we would like to be alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you sort of stand there, Rory approaches you and like puts a hand on your shoulder as he finishes wiping his face, and he's like, "You don't need to hang back for us, lass. You can go get into it. We'll catch up. Don't worry." And he's like, breath is labored, and
Wait, who is he talking to?
Evine.
Oh.
Kat says, "Yeah, like his his stamina is not what it used to. Not that it was great to begin with. Plus, his knees are bad.
Damn. Shots
All
fired.
right.
He's into it.
He.
I mean, yeah, it seems like it.
He actually, as you stand there, like he turns towards Cat and he's like, "Can you believe I've actually baptized this one? That makes me feel ancient." And then he looks at you, Evine, and then he's like, "I don't know if it's the age, but every year I feel like I forget just a little bit more about that. Like I can't just picture your face as well anymore."
No.
That's by design, Father.
Yep.
Haha, feel
Just
sad.
nods knowingly.
You're supposed to feel sad about it.
I'm sure you do so many. I can't remember every face.
I know, usually I'm pretty good at it. And Cat is like, yeah, he knows too many people. It's a hassle to go anywhere.
Yeah, we don't know what that's like.
Right?
What?
Your GM doesn't know what that's fucking like. Your goddamn
Whatever.
bundle of like 150 NPCs.
You keep adding some too.
I have
Everyone
66
is-
we've never interacted with.
Yeah, right?
But
Because I'm
technically we
like,
know.
God damn it. These ones are yours, Tony.
That was my family.
Right? She knows half of Asura and
Half.
yeah, well,
I'm in with the royal family.
God damn it. Maybe I should have Elia show up at your wedding.
Oh, shit.
Randomly.
Fuck.
Damn. Like,
It
oh,
would
is this
be-
empty seat for me? That's not for you. You know where you belong.
So it was just so everyone else to show up too. I mean,
It would be
It would be
inappropriate
rude
to
otherwise.
not send an invitation.
Right?
That's true, especially since I'm.
You know them. You're on a first name basis. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, Eileen, you have a pretty good read on the situation. You can actually pop into the room below if you want. Again, plenty of dim light.
Just seep out of the ceiling like fucking Van Helsing, or like fucking Helsing, like Alucard.
Like
In
upside
Helsing.
down.
Yeah, just
Yep.
fucking opening theme starts playing.
Just fucking ooze off from the
Such a good
ceiling.
song.
Yep.
All right, I'll ooze my way down. Ooze my way downtown.
Yep. We'll catch up, lass. We'll have a couple of pints when we're out of this.
Just ignore the fact that I just melted through the floor.
Yep. For those
I'll
of you,
hold you to that.
you better. There's some things I'm bad at forgetting. That, never. For those of you who are in the room below, something drips from the ceiling. It's Evine. Marcus. Evine
Okay.
drips from the ceiling upside down, almost right above from where you are. You see like something like looks like, you know when you get water damage in the ceiling and it starts to make a bubble?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, it's a hat. It's a head. Oh. It's just...
It's Evie.
Yep.
Bird, it's a plane.
Yeah,
no,
that's
that's an
what I
Inish
thought,
woman.
Marcus doesn't like this. He's real not into it.
I mean, I just go down the slide like
It's
a
like Alucard from
normal
Hellsing.
person.
Yeah.
But with shamrocks and shit.
Yeah. Doesn't really make it better.
Somehow
it's
makes it
like
worse.
Alucard,
a
but
little.
like he's real short in a green coat.
Top of the evening to you. Hey, Hardy's great show.
I'm a real fucking vampire.
Barely.
Big bushy red sideburns.
Goodness.
Right, twatty creature of the night.
I really want the
Top
fucking
of the ceiling,
Leprechaun
yeah.
Hellsing mashup now.
Oh no. I was just doing a bridge, but Alucard's Irish as fuck.
Yeah. Oh. Perfect. Perfect. This is your weekly dose of racism internet
Right?
that we all lean into.
But it's at Whitey's, it's okay.
Yeah. I'm fucking allowed.
At least two of the people here, at least two of the people at this table have Irish ancestry, so.
Apparently, I
So
do.
do I.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, I am way
I'd be
more Celtic
very
than I had ever
surprised than
anticipated.
if
so.
I did, but I've never checked.
My great grandfather was Irish,
It's more likely I have Chinese and Spanish.
and he didn't speak a spot of French. And he married my great grandma, who didn't speak a spot of English, because marriage in those years was a fucking nightmare.
My Nana's family founded the city of Dublin, California. That's how Irish we are. Yep.
I had not realized.
Yep. My great grandmother's family, the Donlins, were one of the founding families of Dublin, California.
It's like, you know what? We don't have to go back if we have our own Dublin right here.
Exactly. We are also related by marriage to the people that founded Downey, California, in SoCal. I have seen the grave of the man of the Downey.
The Downey.
The Downey.
I don't remember what his name was, but it was.
Whom through legal paperwork you are related to.
Yep.
Wow.
You
Yeah,
have lots of members of fraternal orders in your family.
probably.
Probably.
We're not allowed to know that.
Oh yeah,
She
you
have to
guys
close.
don't. You try not to talk about.
Right.
Oh, well.
I mean,
I
you
mean,
got...
the roles are not secret. It's just the stuff we do.
Oh no, I meant Lisa's family.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I don't know about that at all.
We're not supposed to talk about that.
There you go. The secret orders. You have
No,
some...
who's related to who in Lisa's
Oh.
family tree?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean,
There are a few loops.
my grandma's brothers and sisters are also her nieces and nephews because she married her stepdad's younger brother.
Nice.
Because
Solid.
Mexico.
Wow.
My
Yeah,
mom's...
it's by marriage, not
My
love.
mom's
Yeah.
eldest brother is a kid that my grandparents adopted. But he looked strikingly like my grandfather. So, you know.
I have suspicions.
As he got older, he's like, holy shit. Like, it's like a...
Oh,
Oh, PG.
Hello.
That's probably who just called Jared,
Yeah.
too.
Mhm.
Yeah, same thing. It's from PG&E. I don't know if it's talking about... They didn't... I, pressed 1 and then they hung up.
Nice.
go ahead.
All right, well, we'll go to next approaches. Most of you are in the killing field at this point.
Who's
You're on your
even-
way.
Yeah, who's even left over there?
There's nobody in the room you're in.
No,
Virginia,
not
North
me.
Carolina,
My
Vertica.
room. The
There's
next
still
room.
plenty of people.
We haven't really started killing anybody
Yeah.
yet. We just rolled
There's
in.
about 5 of them that died.
Who's Veronica?
Oh, which other
Between,
people to say what
between
they're doing first.
Jimena and Zhenya.
That I'm pushing off on one of the Ison twins.
I've
okay.
got my
Brothers.
beat on
I see.
Yeah.
people there.
She's the reason why I'm here.
Has anybody
I
taken
see.
a turn for the absolute worst? Yes.
Elohim is hanging by a thread.
Is there any way that I can strengthen it from here?
You can try.
It's probably going to be taxing. Sorry.
You can try to basically strengthen the strength of the strand that you see connecting him to Mazabi and then to you all. If you focus on it, you can try to, but you know that messing with life and death
I
can
do know that.
can do some things. So it's possible. It's right there. You see it.
For a stranger,
I'm gonna be
a
giving you
pumpkin
dice
to
if I do
become a
this.
pumpkin.
Fuck. Okay, well,
Oh God, why would you do that to me?
I'm gonna let other people decide what to do first.
Yeah, but he won't last much longer.
How many dudes are there?
So there's 15 left. 5 have been taken down.
Well, Marcus is going to try to take down a whole bunch more.
All right. So go for it. Fortunately, this is fairly close quarters, so we now got Jimena, Zhenya, Marcus, Rethold in the room, and then Evine just vampire lord from the ceiling.
Not as good as before.
Jimena is going to make the barrel explode.
Hell yeah, let's go.
But in a controlled way.
Yeah.
True, you can do that.
Everyone get behind me.
So that no one else can fuck with the barrel.
And open that door.
It's like that thing that evokers can do, where they can exclude people from
Oh.
the fireballs.
You drop a fireball on your party and they don't get hurt. It's like, well, I hope you know this is all I'm gonna do now.
As I see, as I see the powder barrel in Jimena's eyes, I know it's time to open up on the rest of these foos. So
Yep.
I will use my 6+
Yeah.
to assist the others in dispatching. So yeah, just wild fucking maelstrom of axes. Here we
All
go.
aboard the murder train.
So this is the first time actually killing people with an axe. I get a +1 because I'm changing my tactic.
Yeah, change your
Would
tactics.
that
One
be...
additional die 'cause
I will go with let's go with a resolve. Well, because it's Jimena, let's go with panache.
Okay.
Because Jimena never does anything in a way that does not. If nobody sees it, she's like the anti-Basil.
Yeah.
Jimena and Basil are on
I
that.
honked my horn, so she gets +1 or +2 to it.
Yep. +2 to your panache roll, so add 2 dice to that roll.
Nice.
There you
Just
go.
straight panache.
Because Rethold blew the murder train horn.
Yeah. Toot, 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 toot,
So
toot.
there's a
Nice.
9.
9. I'm gonna make your life harder,
But
Marlena. As you keep the ping, you feel the strand start to fray and fade.
who's mine or
Eloise.
6.
It
Clear
is
that door.
starting to fray. It is about to detach. You
Right.
realize that if you don't take action now, chances are he will die.
No, that's a 7. I want that.
So that is now your choice. Whether you believe that this is fate and you let it happen, or you try to force fate's hand.
I'm going to say that I believe strongly that the people in that room must survive for the city to win. And therefore, I will take the risk.
Apparently I erased all my XP
How
and
resolute.
then forgot to actually refill it.
Oh no.
So I don't know how
Absolutely.
much
How
I have.
resolute are you that this
I'll
is
probably give you 15 or so.
this is
Yeah.
your thought process on this?
Because I know I didn't use all
How
of it.
hard are you thinking about that?
I mean, I'm thinking about it more than anything else I'm thinking about right now.
You hear a voice in the back of your head that sounds like it's composed of like thousands of different
City's talking to me
voices.
again.
that basically tells you, yes, Moore will die if he dies.
Rude.
Okay, so here's what I know. I gave Zabi the vestments, right?
Yep.
He's wearing those right now.
Yep.
I'm connected to him,
Yep.
and he's connected to Elohim. I want to somehow,
Lol.
I guess, kind of extend the protection from that
Okay.
over to Elohim because their fates are tied anyway. I don't think it's as much of a stretch to at least keep him in stasis long enough that somebody can actually help him. It
Yep.
probably. Oh, great! I just realized I'm probably gonna make Mazabi naked now. But I mean, whatever. It wasn't on purpose. I swear.
That's not how this stuff
Sexy,
works.
kinda.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, I
This
guess
is-
it'll just be inert. But anyway,
Yeah.
yes, that's kind of how I want to approach it
Okay.
because I want to work with something that I know.
Resolve empathy.
Mm.
Sleep on my dice.
Oh, well, I guess you're
She's
gonna.
on my bag, but her head is resting on my dice.
I'll show you in a second.
Okay, I'm just like...
It's a sandwich.
Eating a goddamn sandwich.
Do you want your phone?
I've got everything I need here. Zhenya got 14 to clean house.
I
Modified
just realized that you
18.
liked this one already.
Okay.
12 plus the 6.
So, repeat that.
18.
With the 6?
Because I had the bank 6.
18.
18!
Jesus.
Jen, got 4.
4.
Jimena?
Whatever my name is.
Did you just roll straight panache?
I only rolled straight
Okay,
panache.
let's
yeah.
add that to, you know what, let's go with, I'll have you go with scholarship on this. Because you know gunpowder, you know exactly how to control that explosion, in theory, on paper. And you have the extra 2 dice from Rethel as well.
And you're a strange scientist, so you know.
Yeah.
I'm something of a scientist myself.
Yep.
Zhenya got 14
Alright.
to kill some bitches. So she can get to Elohim faster.
Time to brawl.
Yeah. Knives out.
Okay, looks like I got 11.
11.
You got what?
11. 11. 11.
Yep. You gotta try it with an American accent.
Not an American accent.
Oh, so good.
Yep.
Okay, now 6.
Alright. Evine. After coming from the ceiling like fucking Alucard.
After oozing.
Yep. After dripping into the room. What do you want to do?
Can I drip onto somebody? Now and then start them?
Smiles.
You got all Evine all over your face.
Yep, you can. You absolutely can.
Yay.
We'll do a panache intimidate
See, find out often.
as you make your entrance into the room.
Just like a little teddy bear.
Fucking terrifying for someone. I mean, probably he will die very shortly, but that image will haunt him literally for the rest of his life.
That's beautiful.
It'll probably be mere seconds
My
from
cat
now, but
friend says they taste better when they're afraid.
I agree.
Concurred.
Yep. Here at Gravelly, I agree.
I mean, isn't that just a Monte Cristo at this point?
Yeah,
But
but
there's no meat in it.
That's true, and they don't
Yeah.
deep fry it.
So yummy, though. I'm here for all of it but the blackberries.
I like blackberry.
Yeah, the seedlies. They get me. It feels like ants in your mouth. Zhenya's just taking people down, screaming
Yep.
Usuran obscenities.
It'll be a room clear pretty second.
A lot of spitting.
Yep. Just rolling.
Another 13.
Yay!
Alright.
Hot damn.
Hot dog, hot diggity dog. That's
Wow.
no. Hey, I used to watch children. Who in turn watched children's television.
That's how you get exposed to most of it.
Yep.
It's just it existing in and around you. Alright, well, multiple things happen simultaneously. Rethel, Zhenya, and Marcus descend upon the room, all together in a cacophony of carnage that is punctuated by a couple rifle shots from Ricardo up above. He's in the perfect perch right now because the room is kind of dim, so you can just see like the hole there. You can't actually see him. You just hear the shots reverberating.
That's exactly where I like him.
Yep.
Yeah, jokes.
I reflexively looked at you, Tony. So it's like
Out of harm's way, but able to harm others.
Perched up in a hole.
unseen, perched up in a hole.
Right up in that hole, taking shots.
No, that's not.
Oh, ha
Oh my gosh.
The face.
Sorry.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Very important.
How did
That's,
not see that? I don't know.
Yeah, between the three of you, you mow down that room. It is, especially since they were so focused on trying to get inside, like many of them have turned around at this point. But it is fucking carnage. One of them, as a last ditch effort, starts to crawl and go towards the barrel to try to make something happen.
Good
with
fucking
this.
luck, homie.
And as he gets close to it,
You're just gonna be well done for the cat.
yep, the barrel shakes a little bit as Jimena focuses on it, and then as the guy tried to fumble to try to light it up, the barrel seems to like glow, like almost like it got like really hot, like really quickly. And then you hear a boom, as if like the barrel had just like fucking exploded, except it's just pieces of wood that shatter out, and then the gunpowder just like falls like just like right off of the barrel. The guy has a piece of wood like embedded into his head as he got closer. And the gunpowder looks like ashy and inert, almost like as it just like blew within the barrel, and somehow the wood absorbed the explosion, and that just like shattered fucking everywhere. That gunpowder looks useless now. It has like that kind of like grayish, like ashy color in it.
I thought you were summoning something.
No, not me that time.
Oh, we lost Amanda.
Oh,
Amanda.
Man down, man down.
Yeah.
Not really. We probably just don't know where she
No,
is right now.
Amanda.
Ah.
I'll see myself out. Run this game by
For the
yourselves.
internet, I facepalmed just now.
Oh, she back.
Yay.
Oh.
Is that man still in your house?
Right? As he retracted to the sewers, his kingdom.
I guess he comes and goes.
Are you married to like Vincent from that Beauty and the Beast live action TV show from the 80s?
Oh yeah, the guy with really sick tats.
Yeah, that Ron Perlman Lion Man.
Oh no, that's the
That's the
That's
an
the
actual
older one,
cursed
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know the one.
I was thinking the TV
Linda
show
Hamilton.
one.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
Linda Hamilton.
it was the Beauty and the Beast TV show from the 90s, which because there was the Beastly or whatever it was, where
Yeah.
the guy was just fucking sick as fuck.
where
and
he
had,
still
like-
was like a hot guy, but he just like, oh, he has tattoos now.
Yeah.
He had tattoos
Yeah,
and no
that's right.
hair.
And like
He's
a
hideous.
scar on his face.
He's disfigured because he's got face tattoos.
Oh my god. And a scar, don't forget.
He's like,
That's
oh,
right.
I'm so hideous. And it's like, you look exactly the same.
Right. No, like basically what I'm asking Amanda is like when your
Are you like the
husband
guy
retracts
from-
to his sewer kingdom, do you communicate by tapping to pipes?
It's like that one guy in the X-Files who can like disjoint and he goes through the
Oh
He
yeah.
sneaks his way through
vents.
there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh,
And eats people's livers.
Just waste the rest of that meat? Damn.
The lore of Glenn just keeps growing.
Yeah, it's a legend at this point. Oh, somebody... I got like the perfect fucking picture to post for that Beauty and the Beast. Like the cover from that one of the DVDs.
Oh man, yeah. I forgot how fucking weird that dude Ron Perlman looked like.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's Ron Perlman as a lion man, but with like 80s like poison hair.
Yeah, he's got like David Bowie, like labyrinth hair.
There you go.
Yep.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Those cheeks.
That fucking background too.
Yeah.
It's like Vincent when he graduated high school. Like picture day.
Oh god.
I can't stop looking at it.
It's pretty great.
He has like almost exactly fucking Vince Neil hair.
Yep.
Like peak Motley Crue Vince Neil hair.
Yep. And I love that like they gave him like this like very animalistic like lion face, but they're like he's gotta have that hot 80s stubble. So like they added fucking stubble on the prosthetics because that's needed.
Oh,
Well, something.
those were the days.
Yep.
True
Yep.
artistic cinematic treasures.
Yeah. That's right. Because the 80s were crazy as fuck.
The wonders of cocaine.
Basically, when fucking execs started fucking doing a lot of cocaine. It's like, let's have a show about a guy in his talking car.
Who gets way more chicks than he does.
Right?
By the way, at the end of this situation, are they all dead now? Oh wait, Milty guy. I want to know what happened.
Well, yeah. There's a group that Evine just like pretty much like melts onto. They immediately, one of them stabs his friend trying to stab Evine. Two of them get up and try to get out of the room. And as they run up the corridor, you hear two sets of footsteps, and then you hear one set of footsteps.
And then all is silent.
And then the one set of footsteps comes to a stop. You hear a detonation, and then you hear something falling down the stairs.
Okay.
As one got dragged to parts unknown, and the other got shot by Ricardo as he came up to his perch. Yeah, basically 4 of them are neutralized between the 3 of you. You clear this room. There's bodies strewn about everywhere. Zhenya, you leave a trail of broken bones and stabbed body in your wake. Marcus has bisected multiple, so there's more pieces now than when you entered in there. You entered the room with 20 people, but there's more pieces now, even though a couple have disappeared.
That's really odd. When as soon as I see the room is clear, I say, he needs help now.
Well,
I'm holding it.
you focus on that thread and you feel it like it's like a cord, right? Like that has a lot of weight on it. Like you feel it fray, and you force protection on it, which strengthens it, right? You're still not in a good way, but you feel a change happening between Mazabi and him.
Oh no, are they now just like Mazabihim? Just like one
No.
person?
They are one.
They've merged into one being. They're gonna be like, stuck together.
I mean, that's like, it's probably not that. But that's
No.
the first thing I thought of.
We're gonna
No.
open the door and it's just gonna be Mariana.
Yep.
No.
Oh no! Oh no! Wow!
Someone had to take it there.
Fucking emotional damage.
Roll for fucking psychic damage. You all took it with us. You know it.
As Zhenya breaks down the
Oh yeah,
barricade.
you ripped that fucking barricade apart.
Jimena, you have your potions?
See?
I only have so much life to give.
Jimenez at all times is basically like the weird old man with the wanna buy a watch.
Yep. What are you buying? Like
Hey, kid,
Resident
you want some potions?
Like all
Resident
parts of her
Evil.
clothing at this point have like panels that she can open. Be like, which one?
Yep.
Some assistance.
In my head, it's like a pair of like male stripper pants that you can like rip off, but like then you can hold in. There's like potions
Yes. Basically.
Kasha will not be happy if I die helping other people before we get married. Let's go.
She's
Yeah, I'm
like
pretty
an
sure
extra
my
pair of
religion
waters.
does not allow me to marry a corpse. He says like as he comes down the stairs. Pretty sure that's frowned upon.
I've heard worse.
I feel like I'm kind of
Yeah.
less enthusiastically following from behind, going like, "What changed though?"
Yeah. You you know that you've done something, like some of the protection that you had given Mazabi has like filtered through to Elohim. You also know you get like a feeling of relief. Like you probably helped save his life in this moment. But there's an ickiness to it. As if you forced the hand of an entity that doesn't like to have its hand forced.
Well, I can talk to my version of that.
Yeah,
I
see
don't
how
know
it feels
about
about
yours.
this cat.
Oh, I take
They're
any
probably
lashes, by the way.
friends.
No.
No, oh, that's worse somehow.
No lashes.
No, fucking fate itself takes a lash.
You
I don't know what's gonna happen
you get the mental equivalent of a disapproving tone that tells you, have it your way.
Oh no! Oh, that's so much worse.
Well,
You know, I'm not mad.
hey, I get a hero point because I stuck to a dangerous action that I believe is fated.
Yes.
Yeah! But I
There
got
is-
a hero point though.
Your name is now Damocles and there's something hanging over your head. You're not quite sure what.
Well, the scary thing is that I don't know if it's my head or someone else's.
That's what I was just thinking too. Like, can I be Frankenfurter?
Yeah, you rip
Whoa, was me.
that barricade. When you leap inside, you see some younger clergymen holding like all sorts of weapon.
Hands up.
And in the back, you see all of them are wearing the exact same robes of Mazabi's Inquisition. It looks like probably the senior members have protected the younger members of the
Oh, that's sweet.
fold. But in the back is Mazabi, his arm in a sling, bleeding profusely from his side, and like Elohim is on the ground in a puddle of blood, like his back against a column. He looks like he got pierced multiple times,
Ugh.
and is hanging by a thread, but somehow still alive. Those of you who see those wounds, especially those of you who have like if you have like a 3 in warfare, like you're like, that's
Yeah. I've got
a man that should have died.
I've got 5 in warfare.
Yeah, that you're like that man should be dead right now, and yet he's not only alive, he is conscious.
Yeah.
Holding basically like his torso with both hands because he's worse for wear.
So yeah, we shove through there and maybe not gently, but not with weapons, clear a path for Jimena.
Oh, the junior clergy member, like, get the fuck out of your way. Like, the moment they see you, and Mazabi is like, let them through. They're friends. They're friends. They get the fuck out and let you all filter through.
Yeah, Jimena goes straight to Elohim.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Mazabi's like, yeah, please help him. He literally stepped in front of me and took probably 4 or 5 stabs from these nightmarish weapons in order to save my life. I don't know how he knew, because they were in hiding. But the next thing I knew, I was just pulled out of there, and it was him who took the stab instead of me. It should have been me. I can't explain it.
I kind of just sit down and don't say anything, but I feel like a chill because he would have gone to hell, like literally. Just I basically was the last line,
You made him the magnet.
and
Yep.
I stopped it.'t that's like a terrifying thing that I did,
No.
and it's a little bit scary even for me.
Rethel would probably just mutter something like, "Thank you to God."
Yes.
I'm like, he's usually not bad with this sort of thing, so that feels like
Yeah,
you know,
he's a
because
little...
I don't 100% know that's exactly what happened. So I'm like,
Mhm.
yeah.
Less you know, the better, probably. I don't know.
Zabi like sort of sits down at this point. Jimena, you can get to work. I'll let you do like a wit scholarship as you use your...
Do I get a hero point for using my alchemy to improve someone's life?
absolutely.
Yes.
Save it.
Yay.
Crochet hooks.
Making sure somebody doesn't go to Legion
Fish.
does count as improving their life. One is making sure they have a life, and two, it's making sure they don't have a shitty unlife.
So I can do two things.
You said wits plus
Scholarship.
scholarship.
I can heal him the way I normally would, or I could use something I haven't used before and share my touch,
Yep.
which gives him one of my abilities.
Mm-hmm.
But he wouldn't keep that forever. He would just have it for like a moment or like a scene or whatever kind of
Yep.
thing.
I think if you were to give him hard to kill thematically, John would let that
Yeah.
apply. For
Because
a
I
while.
have
Especially since that would basically allow between the two of you, right? Like,
Well, I
she'll do
have
something to him. And...
pain tolerance as well as hard to kill.
Right.
I believe pain tolerance just means you ignore it, and then hard to kill gives him the extra bar.
Yep. That'll
So
basically improve the threshold, and by the time...
Pain tolerance. You are highly resistant to pain. You become crippled when you have taken a number of dramatic wounds that is one higher than your resolve rather than equal to your resolve.
Mm-hmm.
So you can take more wounds.
Yep. Well, before it fully affects you.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
pretty much at that point right now where he's on the ground.
All right. Well, I use Genius Touch, and I transfer him one of my advantages.
Yep.
Because he is indeed my companion.
And then
6.
6. Good. You're not strapped for time, so you can...
And I can keep my health.
The immediate danger passes, especially with Genia just giving him a touch. It's kind of a weird thing because he looks better even though his wounds are the same. Like, he's still just as wounded. It just seems like it's not affecting him as bad anymore.
Welcome to my life.
And you get to work. Like, you start pull some ampules. There's some good old like poultice stuff. Like, some of it like you feed to him, and some of it is just like, I gotta rub
It's like
this mixture of shit into your wound.
This is going to sting.
And
Yep.
Genia's got a needle and thread.
And she's cauterizing some of it too.
Oh yeah, it's like fire. Mazabi like sits down on a crate, and as Elohim is getting treated, just says, "Thank you. We probably wouldn't have held if you hadn't come about."
Well, it's a good thing that young man came to find us.
Well, yeah, you've got survivors upstairs.
Not for long.
No, like they had, like
Oh, okay.
like
The people we
Yes,
want to
the good
survive.
people.
No,
yes.
I don't
Yep.
think there are any survivors of the others. No.
Yeah. After a little bit, Rory and Kat do step in as well. Mazabi does go to his feet and gives Rory like a big old hug. He's like, of course, if anybody was going to survive this, it would be you. He basically says, well, you know, I haven't killed myself with booze quite yet, and I've been trying for decades, so bring it on. Yeah, there's the acolytes, the younger folks. Now that you're here and they're not in immediate danger, 1,000-yard stares across the board. They're like seated. They're still awake, but some of them are like leaning against one another and they're just like saying nothing. Like there's conversations happening around them, and they're just. These are folks who joined for big ideals and almost like got super murdered.
Mm-hmm.
Before long, Elohim looks much better, bandaged, sutured, cleaned up. He's under no danger of death anymore. In accordance to his habit, he sort of looks at the both of you. He opens his mouth to say something and then just gives you like a gruff nod of approval.
Good.
And
It's like, also, you probably shouldn't talk anyway.
you get another nod as he props himself a little bit more against the column. Mazabi says, Verdugo's getting desperate. He's losing grip on his Inquisition, and more people are joining our ranks than he originally anticipated. I just heard word that assassins have tried to kill Cardinal Fatima in Liso. They failed.
Hell no.
They were thwarted by an unknown assailant, and the only clue as to
Crazy
I know who it
motherfucker.
is.
Yeah.
the only clue as to that assailant's identity was a perfectly trimmed white rose that was left on Fatima's balcony.
Okay, that wasn't who I thought it was, but
It's
nice.
the other crazy fuck.
No.
That one was the gardener guy.
Yeah.
I'm missing.
You
a
weren't
joke
there for any
Yeah.
of this,
He's,
so.
he's
He was
El
a-
Lobo.
They've recruited.
He's the other wolf.
When they were in Liso, they found. So Marilena was trying to find out allies by going to like the Fate Network, and she kept having visions of this man.
She had a magic
gardening.
murder dress that was giving her visions of...
Yeah. She had visions of a man that maintained like a white rose garden.
He's our
And
geriatric.
in going to fight him,
Shield mask.
I kept
She
thinking
found
it
out
was
that he
President
was-
Snow. at first.
he used to be basically one of the king's chief assassins and just living out there in retirement. So they brought this old man out of retirement. And that's his kind
It's
of
his consciousness that goes out.
Yep.
Yeah.
The white roses
Yep.
is actually useful.
Right?
So yes,
It's hilarious how he's only useful when he's like
Unconscious.
unconscious.
Cardinal Fatima is safe at this point. Well, he sort of pauses for a bit and he's like, the dawn is with her, so safe might be. This safe might be a bit of a stretch because that
Oh,
man
that guy.
that man is rather unpredictable but competent. The child is with her, which bodes well.
I see the acolytes with the 1,000-yard stairs,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, hey, Father O'Shanazy, McKinley.
Wow.
Wow,
What's his
Jesus.
name?
Callahan.
Callahan.
Oh,
Yeah.
Shag Hennessy.
Yeah, Principal O'Shaughnessy.
Yeah.
What
Callahan.
up, Siobhan?
Callahan. Cool, yeah. I'm like, hey, Callahan, maybe in a minute or two you slap a couple of these younger kids to get some creature comforts down here for the wounded. I think me and the other person who can lift things we'll go do a little cleanup upstairs. So you're busy. You and Jenya. Are you and Jimena?
You and Jenya, yes.
Jimena are busy.
Marilena.
Yeah.
Damn it. We're all blending together into one person.
We'll go pick up anyone the cat didn't eat.
The ladies are busy.
And set them aside for
Further consumption?
For proper
For later morsels.
Yes, proper.
for proper burial, internment, what have
You
you.
got it, son. We'll take care of it. He actually grabs a couple of them already.
Yeah. I know what it's like to have younger.
Son, there's work to do. Come on, get up. I know you're up. If I'm up, you can be up. My knees hurt so bad.
I am so old.
Boy, I am Father Callahan right now. Oof.
There's a little bit of Father Callahan in all of us. When I get up on Monday morning.
That's good. That's some good back pain.
Right? It's like that lightning strike down my spine. Well appreciated. I just stretched. Thank you very much. So yeah, they start getting to work. Elohim eventually, sitting against the column, falls asleep like a soldier would. He's like, well, I'm comfortable. There's no threat.
That's
Time to catch some shut-eye because we don't know when we're going to be able to do that again. But yeah, Mazabi said members of the Inquisition everywhere are responding to the calls. We're going to have brothers and sisters coming from every corner of Thea to help us make our stand.
Do you have a foolproof way to vet them?
Yes.
Okay, because it didn't look like it worked, or it didn't look like it was being done.
It wasn't because most of the members that were here were already established and were not part of the Aquila. But
Okay.
if you need, I can have.
we're moving out of this church.
Good idea.
We have another headquarters. This place is compromised.
A shame, you were good neighbors.
We'll find a way to continue our business. Don't worry about that. Plus, we will maintain a presence here because mass is still given here, so it just won't be the central nervous system of our operations. Plus, I have
That's
it on
fair.
good word that Captain Jose will also be providing some extra assistance.
Okay, if he can spare it. We do, okay. That's his job, not mine.
Whatever my son wants.
So proud of my boy.
Yep. Proud of my son. He was weirdly infatuated with you, and then he turned into your son.
It's the best way to keep
It's
that.
like, I don't want to be your guru. I just want to be your dad.
Broke him down, built him back up.
We can rebuild him. We can make him better.
So yeah, eventually
We can
there's
make him Jose.
there's motion to sort of get out of those catacombs. After a little nap, Elohim is well enough to start to move.
Oh, okay, good.
So
Yeah.
with assistance,
Oh, yeah?
but
Yeah.
Goodness.
this whole retinue is moving upstairs. You see that at that point, Father Callahan, Cat,
Virginia
and-
offers to carry Elohim.
oh yeah, you hear no protest. As he's,
I want someone to draw it. Like, I want to see what that looks like.
Virginia piggybacking a giant man.
Yes!
yeah,
Yeah.
this dour crescent man.
With his feet just inches above the ground.
Yeah, they sort of his toes are kind of dragging
Just a little bit.
because Genia's not a gigantic person.
Nope.
You have like a big cape in the
Yeah.
shape of a man.
Yep.
Yeah, like as you get to like the first chamber that has like a bunch of dead people in, you see that Father Callahan and a bunch of the young.
Oh no, we were gonna clean those out beforehand so the youngins didn't get too freaked out.
Yeah, well, at this point they're.
I mean, there's a lot of corpses.
Yeah,
Okay.
up in the church above is the worst, right? Like so.
It's a bloodbath.
Yeah. So there's cleanup happening, and Callahan is sort of directing the troops at this point, and it seems like it's doing the junior members good to actually be doing something.
Yeah, okay.
So that helps.
Yeah, we like that.
So yeah, you get back topside to the church. Mazabi sits on one of the pews. Like there's like 3 pews around it that are like broken or cleaved, and this is the one like on unbroken ones. So he sits there. Elohim gets plopped like next to him, and Mazabi said, "Well, Inquisitor Aquila lives another day because of you."
Woo!
So when the time comes and war explodes on our shores, not that you didn't have it before, but you know we will stand with you through and through.
I've settled on the pew next to them, and I'm also gonna pass out right there because it's 3 o'clock in the fucking morning at this
Yeah,
point.
it is.
Yeah.
It's fucking late.
And
already
I'm
had
like,
5 hours of sleep.
I'm like,
You go to sleep at
There's
like
a-
6 o'clock.
there's a dozen or so people who aren't gonna sleep because they don't know how to sleep through this kind of thing. So they're
Yeah.
gonna be awake, and if
Yeah.
they need something, they can wake us up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That sounds correct.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a makeshift, like, area here that focuses, like, there's a couple folks that were strewn about that are alive, right? Like, on their side. Everybody else from the enemy seems to have mysteriously died, or, a couple of the acolytes actually comment, I could have sworn that there was more of them.
I'm asleep. I can't say anything.
Nope.
Yeah. By that point,
I definitely say nothing.
I'm out. Yeah.
Yep.
Amanda's awake, but she just kind of.
Yep. Within like
Checking.
within an hour or so, like there's more members of the clergy that show up also at the church, like to help. That were in other areas, or we're not around for the attack. So there's like a kind of a community feeling for this. Mazabi sort of looks at Rethel like passed out on the pew, and he's like, "You probably don't need to stay here all night. We're
Jenny gives him like a
Have you met us?
I'm like, we're not staying here all night. This is where we're gonna sleep right now because it's fucking late and we get our Z's.
Yep. Well then, let's arrange a better spot then, so we don't have to sleep where everybody is busying themselves.
Okay.
when you've been part of the service as long as I have.
I'm like that's why Rethel was like
Yeah.
was like, okay, conk.
There is nowhere you cannot sleep
Yeah, Jimena basically lied down and is already snoring.
until it is too quiet.
Well, I suppose this is it then.
Yeah. It's like everyone who
Thank you
can't
for thinking about it.
Yeah, everyone who can't pass out right now will learn. Because
He
this is how it goes.
he actually goes to you, Marilena, like when the bustle starts to quiet down, and he says, "Whatever you have done to shield me tonight, now that Elohim is out of danger and it's gonna be okay. Thank you."
Well, I am an agent of fate.
and I disappointed it.
But also the
Yep.
city.
Right? I think I understand.
It's probably
Theoretically.
better. You don't know too much. But
Theoretically, I think I understand. I think you and I probably have had a very different view of faith through our teachings. But regardless,
it is not too unsimilar. There are things that we should not do, or at least not too much.
it's a slippery road.
However, when the stakes are as they are, you want every advantage you can get. This kind of work is constant balancing what the risks versus the potential rewards are, and it is not easy. But I believe in the causes that I have chosen to support.
Well, regardless of the moral implications, you have not just saved people tonight, you've saved a movement. This will have greater ripples.
Bum, bum, bum. If I am doing my work correctly, I should not have to do this very often. It is only in the crucial moments when things could go either way that I must step in.
Well, thank you for stepping in on our behalf. Again, when the time comes, we'll stand with you. Evine, as the bustle starts to die down, you find yourself on the church steps, sitting down next to Father Callahan, sitting between him and his wife as a flask of whiskey is passed between the three of you.
Nice.
And a lot of stories about life in the homeland are getting exchanged. You realize a little bit to your dismay that Father Callahan is starting to get gaps and details about your childhood, as if you specifically are starting to fade from his memory.
Aww.
He remembers everything else in vivid details, but your presence or absence in some of these pieces, they're starting to be holes. You can tell that it's frustrating to him, and you know exactly why that is. But he seems to not fully comprehend that, right? And that seems frustrating to him, right? But otherwise, he's incredibly happy to see you, and he asks you multiple times to recount your travels. You see him look at you as he takes sip of the flasks, as if he's trying to commit every single word to memory. Like he's trying to drill himself to remember where you've been, as if he's going to be able to hold on to it tighter, right? But otherwise, you get a feeling like family has come to visit, right? They're sitting with you, just exchanging tales, talking about what they've been up to, and asking you where you've been. And there's a feeling of strong camaraderie as they express that, again, when the battle comes, they will be here at Mazabi's side and yours.
That was a
I
scene.
think at first Evita's trying to not really go into detail, knowing that it's just gonna be the same thing again.
Yep.
Not wanting to give more to make him feel any more loss.
Mm-hmm.
But then she gets going about that fucking ghost.
Yep. As you mention it, something clip clops in the distance.
Oh.
There's all kinds of horses in this town. It's nothing. You didn't hear anything.
That's right. I hear that they disappeared in some distant land, and all the horses arrived here. Like one weird spring morning, thousands of horses have appeared in Castile for no good reason.
Yep.
Don't know why.
All right, so as most of you catch some sleep, because this has been a long ass day, and in real time, I think that day has taken the past like 4 months.
Yeah, well.
Get yourself 4 XP. We will nap. You'll get your full 8 hour of sleep this time, I promise. No cliffhangers.
Excellent.
But he gets to go to bed, and now we'll have one less day because we have to plan a wedding.
Bum, bum, bum.
Bumping my wealth to 7
Yeah.
because that makes
Because
way
you're
more
business
sense.
owner and you're rich as fuck.
I was like, I should be up to like 5, and then like the thing's like, yeah, you could get up to 10 to buy a ship, and I'm like, no, okay, I'm way behind.
My
'Cause you're-
wealth says more than anyone knows.
Because
I don't think I've updated mine, but I'm sure it's more than 2 now.
Rethold is
Yeah, I
playing
haven't
that
updated mine either,
side.
but Jimena has stashes.
Rethold is
And
playing
an
that
estate.
side medieval guild manager
There's
game
stashes in these.
where
Yeah.
Fitch, you all have money?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jimena's like a raccoon.
No, no. It's
Yeah,
just,
she's like a squirrel.
it's just Marcus sitting over here like, I have a house. It's overrun by zombies. I own land.
But you are still landed gentry.
I own land. It's soaked in the blood of my countrymen.
Jen lives like she doesn't have two pieces of metal to rub together,
Yeah.
yep.
but she owns a fuck ton of land. She has an inn. She has all this shit.
I'm a
You have
bitch,
a-
which
you
I'm
have
not
a whole
allowed
house
to own
now.
things.
I have a,
No.
I own a part of Castile.
Yeah.
Like I bought an entire
Everything I have
essentially village.
She bought a
recreated it.
neighborhood. She pulled like a fucking Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
Everything I have.
What-
It's like I'm gonna buy
in
this
the
house
city.
and all of my neighbor's house.
My husband grew up here. It's in shambles. I'm gonna rebuild it and the whole town to make him feel better
turn it into
because
a little
I don't
Missouri.
like it when he's sad.
Second out,
I have a
Internet.
gift from
Good
my
idea.
Good night,